And welcome, you cheeky ducklings, to another Master CranKy Ducklings Master Swan Open. The number, I know this one. It's 100 and it's either 8 or 9. It's either 8. No, it's 65. It's 65. It's 4 less than
Almost like
69.
69.
Yakura wasn't prepared for 2 cams apparently. Yes, I am your host, Steelmold.
It's fine. I'm not prepared to cast at all.
Still like the metal mode, like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And joining me here today for, kind of Shanghaied into joining the cast is our very own Yakuzaku, otherwise known as Bug Jump himself, otherwise known as other names.
I was a body double.
And of course on production we have Kuro, otherwise known as 16th Squad Senseki, otherwise known as Group, hero of the wasteland and savior of Wisports. It is Group, who is represented by this very duck, which I'm going to be voicing. And we are set up to cast our first match of the day, which is going to be Pleiades versus Jaedolph. Let's just tell them that we are ready.
It's a very fitting matchup today, particularly because of what mug I'm currently using. And I picked up.
Yeah, it's apparently a dolphin. It took me a while to figure out that it's a dolphin because it just looks like your like the paint on the there's a paint on the cup and it bubbled.
Yeah. I think that's how they got
weird.
I think that's how they got the shape actually. Oh no, that's porcelain.
Yeah, you don't paint porcelain. Like the paint is kind of burnt into the porcelain. It doesn't bubble up.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's how that works anyway.
Oh fuck, we're in Blackburn. Oh, okay. Got it. I have something special prepared for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Problem is I can't use my headphones with this.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just speak loud enough for you to hear through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I at your
But I can actually hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we're ready, let's do the intros. Everything's smashing into everything.
Ship is going down. But yes. Am I starting? I'll start while you fix your thingy in the whatchamacallit. In the bottom right hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom right hand corner, we have our red Protoss player coming down from the land of the Philippines. He is going to be representing Platinum Heroes. We have, not to be confused with Pleiades, Pleiades.
And in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Australia, it is our blue Terran representing Dadash. It's Jaedolph. I have no idea how loud I am on screen, but I'm shouting in my own ear right now.
You're not that loud, it's kind of muffled. Or at least on the stream. I have also been corrected. Pleiades is from Vietnam, not the Philippines. I was thinking of Dash because of that Dash. So that's how I get the connections in my brain. Pleiades isn't even on the Dash. Well,
that was worth it. It was worth it for the joke, but it's very unwieldy to have this. I just borrowed it from my dad.
I guess also that means now I don't have to yell, but I probably will still.
No.
Well, that was all going on. Jaedolph decided to proxy a Rax.
Yeah, just you know, just nice. It's been a long time since we actually saw proxy rashes. They've gone out of fashion. I mean, to be fair, it's been a while since we casted Terran.
True.
I mean, at least since I casted Terran, at least.
Well, Even in my experience, I think it's much more common that the Terran player gets 3 Raxes back at home instead of going for the proxy.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah, I
just that
appreciate this from
proxies were so popular that Protoss players just learned how to defend them, and then they became
Pretty
unpopular
much.
again.
It was so common that they had to learn how to be vigilant. They were like, I don't trust them Terran players anymore. And they
And
always
this is
check,
the
but now they're trusting again.
and this is the back and flow of the meta, as we like to call it. Which I'm assuming
Oh.
we're gonna have to stop calling it that because
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
trademarked
ask.
on
We have to.
Facebook now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Ugh.
about that. Are we allowed to use that term nowadays?
I mean, to be
What
fair,
if we-
that term supersedes meta as a brand, right?
Ooh. What if we put an H in there?
Meta,
Meta.
meta,
Meta.
like Zubin meta.
Yeah.
Do you know who Zubin meta is?
Not at all. I was thinking of the character
No.
from Kim's Convenience.
No, is like a very famous composer, not composer, conductor.
Ah.
Like a Philharmonic conductor.
I'll have to
Alright.
look it up. Pleiades is not at all prepared for Marines and Marauders right now.
Yeah.
One more
How's
Phoenix
it?
is on the way, but 2 Phoenixes ain't gonna cut it.
The pylon goes down. The Stargate is depowered. So is the gateway. This is bad.
Yeah, remember what we
No.
were talking about how nowadays Protoss players trust Terrans and they don't scout the proxies anymore? This is
Yeah.
exactly why, because Pleiades is not at all prepared for this onslaught.
Well, to be fair, if he gets the surround, it could be okay because he does have a tremendous amount of workers. As long as he
True, actually,
survives
yeah.
here, he should be okay.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Pleiades lost 11 workers, but he's still ahead by about 4. But it's not a firepower
bunker-
in the end.
Yeah, there is a bunker down there, and there's no production for the Protoss. So eventually, Pleiades just decides to tap out.
Yeah, I guess he saw the writing on the wall. Even if he did get those surrounds, I guess there just wasn't quite enough DPS.
It's very easy to see the writing on the wall on Blackburn because of all the lighting fixtures.
Well, then you get to the problem where it's like it could bounce off the walls and then into your eyes.
It's just blaring in your eyes. Like,
Yeah.
I can't understand what it is. I can't see anything.
Now I
You
know how
have to
Moses
properly
felt.
light things.
Yeah. Must have been how Moses felt.
Okay. Listen, I can also like get back at Blackburn. See? I can just,
Ooh.
I have lights now that I can just.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's get in the lobby. Let's get, wait.
I didn't get in.
Wait, why are we the only ones in
Why
the
are we
lobby?
the only ones? Wait, did you make?
Oh,
a
because
lobby, or-
they wanted Australia server.
Right. Okay. I was gonna ask.
Why am I not quitting the lobby? There we go.
It takes a little bit of time.
We are planning to invite you, Kuro, as soon as the lobby is up, but they
Yeah,
changed
once
the
we get
lobby
right
because
server.
they wanted a different server. Kuro has abandonment issues now. she's
Too many radio casts.
she's observed. No, it's been a long time since she's observed the both of us, and she has like flashbacks to the times where we kept forgetting her. What was it? To be fair, I'm not
That's
the
the
one
thing.
running the lobbies, so it's
That's
not
the
my fault.
True. In fairness, that's a thing IRL as well, though, too.
What? Abandoning Kuro somewhere? Did you
Well,
abandon
no,
Kuro?
because well, I wasn't the one who did it. No, but I just remember that.
well, I wasn't the one who did it. That's a...
I just remember there were multiple times where if we were ever in a group, there were many times where I and others would walk too fast. Or you'd be like, wait, where's Kuro? That's actually a lie. I was usually the one left behind. And they'd always be like, wait, where's he at?
You're left behind. You just fell down. You weren't left behind, Yaku.
I mean,
Yaku-
if you fall, you can get left behind if you fall.
Kuro is saying, it's okay, Yaku doesn't know Singapore anyway.
I got lost last night when I went for a run.
You you can take the sunglasses off, by the way. I just realized you still have them
Oh, I
on your
also have
head.
a light for ASMR purposes. Oh,
Flashbacks to
no.
looking for the toast rest. Did you go to a toast restaurant in Singapore?
Yeah, it's called the Toast Box. It's the epitome of restaurants here.
It's the epitome of epitomes.
Yeah, and I walked in a circle until I decided to use his overseas data charge to go on Google Maps. Well, while Kuro catches you up, we have a player in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner, and
I'm
someone
not.
is
No,
going
no.
down. It's not me. Who? It's
It's me.
Steel.
Was me. I didn't do anything.
All right.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
no,
back.
he's gone again.
I have
Nope.
1800 ping.
Game paused.
18.
The fuck?
Ooh,
The fuck?
that's quite a lot.
Should I just jump out and you can share screen with me?
Yeah, I think it's whatchamacallit. Is he just CC'd again in game?
I jumped out.
All right. But you jumped out?
That was, yeah.
Oh, okay. This took a quick second for them to confirm it, but
That was
yep,
weird.
now we are back.
All right.
Let's see.
It's a good thing we have you here today.
Okay, we're gonna
I'm still buffering on Battle.net. I think you know what? I'll take this time and just restart, just for safety.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Do have a quick couple of minutes as yeah, we are. Decision has been to remake the game. It was only the first couple of seconds, so decided
Yeah.
to whatchamacallit. Nothing big happened, so.
Quirky is complaining that we're flashing the audience. It's not. It's against the OS to flash the audience, Yaku.
Ah. Is it now? Well, in fairness, if you're blind, can you really see? If you flash
no,
somebody
I think
blind,
that's the kind of the definition, Yaku. I mean, there are different like it's a
Wait,
gradient of
I
blindness.
just-
Some people can like see whether there's light or not. Like they can differentiate whether it's light or dark.
I just realized
But they're
what I
still
said.
yeah.
No, what I mean is, if you flash somebody blind, is it really considered?
If you flash them blind, I mean, to become blind.
Yeah. Oh, but then they can like get you on making them what's it called? Taking
What's he
their
talking
vision.
about? I don't know. He's just babbling about nonsense. I have no idea. I'm not keeping up with what he's saying.
Well,
It's
then
just-
it becomes no.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
then it
it's good.
becomes no. Well, then it becomes a different crime because it's like, you know.
Even the duck is confused. All right, we're back. Ah, what's my ping? 82, no, 100 milliseconds. To Australia?
Not
That is erroneous. I think. I don't think that's real. I should not have this good of a connection to Australia. Okay, now it's 200. Okay, never mind. Did we do the intro? I don't think we
Did
had
we?
a chance. I don't
I
think we had a
don't. I
chance.
don't.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't think we did. Yep.
welcome to Hardwire, the hardest of all the maps. Because it's Hardwire. Map for hardwired wires. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Vietnam. Representing Platinum Heroes, our red Protoss is in fact Pleiades.
With the way that's pronounced, it sounds like an advertisement for a game. Pleiades. Anyway, in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we have a blue Terran player coming down from the land of... I'm gonna take a guess and say Sydney, because the Sydney ABBA. It's all for the dolphins. And speaking of dolphins, we have the blue player representing Dadash. He is Jaedolph.
It's Dad Ash.
Dad Ash?
As Dad Ash, you know? Get it?
Huh?
Hmm?
From Pokemon?
What?
Ash?
Pleiades, for those who
You're
don't
gonna
know,
write it, huh?
it's a star cluster.
Oh.
That's what that means. The name of a star cluster, otherwise known as like the Seven Sisters or something. I don't know. Let's play this. I read about it and I forgot. Also known as the Seven Sisters.
Well, that's usually how the dementia works.
Yeah. It's like a cluster of stars in the sky. It's pretty bright. Yep.
Next time you're out at night, keep an eye out because you might see Pleiades playing Protoss in the night
Oh,
sky.
it's from the Greek mythology. Pleiades are the seven sisters, the companions of Artemis.
Wow.
What?
Rip that one reboot. Just KD8 charged the SCP to death. It's a feels bad moment if I've ever seen one.
Well, at least Jaedolph gets to put up a depot here.
Yeah, he does
Cleaner
get a wall
bot
going up.
Cleaner bot is down the stairs.
Yeah, Cleaner bot's just like, I didn't see anything, man. The Adept wants to go up the ramp, the Adept gets to go up the ramp.
God damn it. I'm pinging again.
Uh-oh. Alright, well, we'll get the screen share ready.
It was going well for like 3 minutes. I'm disconnected from Discord now.
What? I can hear you.
But I'm lagging like badly. Like I can see you like roboting visually and audially. Now I'm waiting for players and it says Steelmold. It's like it's showing me that I'm waiting for myself.
That's
what
what
the hell is
happens
going
when
on
you
today?
cross. That is what happens when you cross the internet barrier. But yeah, it looks like Israeli internet is a rip.
I mean, to be fair, it started raining yesterday evening, and it's it's raining today. So for the first time in like this year, so I'm guessing that usually tends to cause infrastructure issues. I have
All too many
3,988 ping. Yeah. Yeah,
Does
it's
that mean you
not.
won?
It's not. It's not letting go.
I think we're reaching a point where it's lagging too much for you to even leave the game.
Oh, well, it's going down.
we're
It's
trying to-
1,700 now. 1,600.
Senseki.
1,400. It's almost late. It's lat. 1,300. 1,100. It's actually Yaku, let's do the screen share, okay?
Here we go. All right. Are you setting up here
let's not
on
rely on that
Discord?
because this is going to mess up the game at a bad point.
Yeah, hopefully we get 2 games on different servers ish. That will be a little bit more stable.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first series we have on the or the first map rather that we have on the AU server. It was all right on the SG server, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long that's. Yeah, I don't know if it's a server specific thing or if it's something different going on there.
Alright,
But we'll see. We'll experiment around and we will figure it out.
Alright. It's a bit
It's
of a
called being a
slideshow.
scientist. Pretty sure that's what it's called anyway. But yeah, we're getting into our game.
Alright, so we got Jaedolph coming in with the Hellions. There are enough adepts to push this away. Especially with,
Yeah,
it's not a shield battery coming up, right?
No, that is
No, it's
a
not.
second gateway coming up. Pleiades just going for the same thing he did on Blackburn, but this time with, I imagine, a lot more success. Phoenix is already cleaning up the Hellions.
Yeah, this is a nice catch. This is what happens when you don't proxy. The Protoss actually gets to make units. It's a lesson to all of you kids.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm not
Big
sure
Widowmine
who
drop.
the target of that message is meant to be. Protoss players or Terran players?
Well, everyone should benefit from the wisdom of me.
True.
I don't think I can teach True anything other than maybe English.
You can teach him about Israeli snacks. Halva.
Yeah, we don't. I don't like halva.
Well, that's something you can teach him.
It's like, yeah, it's very weird. Halva. Something that looks like it shouldn't be sweet, but it's sweet, and the texture is literally like eating sand. It's like, ugh.
Ooh.
All right, Widowmine's coming
yeah, I'm
in.
into that.
Speaking of eating sand. Oh, 7, 9. Oh.
Yeah, half
Okay.
of that mineral line was evacuated, but unfortunately Pleiades did not pay much attention to the other half. One of the mines is lifted by the Phoenix.
Did he get one of the Phoenix with the Widowmine? I think one of the Phoenix got shut down.
No, unfortunately
No.
not. Oh no, this is terrible for Pleiades. He's moving the probes into the Widow Mine in the natural base. It's gonna rearm, it's gonna rearm, it's gonna rearm. Thankfully he noticed right on time.
Yeah.
That could have been
Oh,
terrifying,
it's
but
gonna
that
hit
was a nice connection on the Phoenixes.
You actually hit all of them, but only one got damaged. Oh. This was, yeah.
Fortunately, it takes 2 Phoenixes, or 2 Widow Mines to take out a Phoenix.
Yeah. I don't think this was super damaging, but yeah, Pleiades definitely kind of, I don't know, getting frayed there a little bit.
Yeah, well, he lost 12 probes. That would have definitely put him ahead right now on Jaedolph, and a little bit of lost mining time behind all of that. So yeah, all in all, mission accomplished for Jaedolph. He also scouted Pleiades is going for.
I mean, if you can't find an opening here to do some damage with the Phoenix A, that would be troubling because, you know, losing 12 workers and not doing counter damage is pretty bad. But I'm getting rid of some of the. Oh wait, he lifted all the Marines and only a couple of Phoenix that can actually shoot.
A little bit miscalculated there, I suppose.
Trading Marines to Phoenixes is not a good trade. That's not a good trade at all. Oh no, only a couple of Phoenix here come back home. This is a very bad trade for Pleiades.
To say the least, yeah. Could argue that Pleiades does want to clear up some supply so he can get some Colossus out, but you want to trade supply, right? You don't want to completely donate it to your opponent.
Especially not expensive gas units for Marines, you know. And not getting any SCV damage as well.
Yeah, Marine's definitely the unit that's most expendable for the Terran player. Yeah, I actually thought that there may have been an opportunity, right? If you clear out enough Marines and you slow down the Terran push. But Jaedolph, he's saying, you know what? I don't need to push. I can go for another Widowmine drop. Heck it.
Yeah, and there's actually 2 of them, but one of them is just one Widowmine.
So it's like 1 1/4.
Yeah, 1 1/4 Widowmine drops. Did Pleiades make more Phoenix A? Yeah, there were 2 left. Now there are 4.
So making a handful of them. Jaedolph coming in with another Widowmine drop. 3 of them already in the third 4. And Pleiades, unfortunately, has not noticed at all. 12 more probes go down.
Okay, the one with the one Widowmine does get shut down, but all of this is still in trouble. Where's the observer? There is an observer, right?
There is, unfortunately, it's a slow observer, and it wasn't the main base.
It's an observer, right?
There is an observer.
Okay, there.
Oh, it was actually stationary.
But there's nothing actually to shoot the Widowmine. Okay, is it?
One more Widowmine might rearm. No. I was kind of hoping for the rearm.
That was unnecessarily close.
Yeah.
Alright, this game is looking very good for Jaedolph so far.
Oh, it is my Terran wet dream right now. Let me tell you, Steel. As a player who loves to Widowmine drop.
Yeah. The Widowmine
I
drops is done.
wish-
How
yeah.
many workers total do we have dead? Like 20 something, right? Yeah, 24.
24, 12 from each drop. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's math. Meanwhile, behind all of this,
It is,
Jaedolph
Yaku.
just continue. Yeah! I didn't even need the calculator this time. Man, behind all of this, Jaedolph is just getting a much stronger and stronger army. +2 is on the way. He doesn't even need it, but he's getting Ghosts of Enhanced Shockwaves. Because why the hell not?
I mean, yeah, but you kind of need that at this point in the game, assuming the Protoss is going to get some storms.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking this seriously, overall.
Problem is, Pleiades is, like, it's been so far behind that he's just now getting the Twilight Council. Not Twilight Council, the other one. Templar Archive.
Yeah, not the Dark Shrine. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other
Like
Templar.
you're cycling in your head, like this building. No, it's not building. No, it's not. It's the other one. It's just, you know, the thing. It's the thing. It's the Templar thing. It's the library. La biblioteca.
¿Dónde está?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? All right,
Oh,
Pleiades
is
going
actually
for a
getting on
push
top
here, but I don't think that's going to go that well. If Jaedolph
Yeah, I mean-
just splits well here and jumps on top of the Colossi, should be okay.
True, but I think there may be an opportunity here for Pleiades. I mean, he's on the high ground. Oh, but the Marauders get right on top of these Colossus. A lot of Marines are starting to go down, but the key units for the Jaedolph are still standing strong.
Yeah, Jaedolph's Marauders are doing their job. Losing some SCVs here, which is okay for Pleiades, but it's not going to be the saving grace here. Another whopping of Zealots might do the trick if Jaedolph doesn't come into defense. Oh, the Widowmines weren't forward.
And now
Oh, no, they're gonna kill us
with
again.
friendly fire.
That was so close.
Very close, yeah.
It
Jaedolph almost lost his entire mineral line, and honestly, if he did,
Yeah.
that would have been enough damage for Pleiades to get back in this game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Jaedolph has a pretty strong army right now, and we're getting stronger, adding Liberators to the mix. Do we have any ghosts left? Can you check for me? Because
We do not, yeah.
we do not. Because now we have a lot of Archons around. One EMP on those could be super useful for Jaedolph.
Yeah, especially with that enhanced shockwaves upgrade that he got. But
It's pretty much the only AOE that Terran have.
Yeah. Yeah,
Terran usually, yeah, it's the Widowmines.
the
They're
only
not.
spellcasting AoE, I suppose.
Yeah, because Widowmines, they're not as reliable, and tanks
That's
are
the
super
word, yeah.
expensive and difficult to move around.
Yeah, that's probably the best word for it. EMP is probably the most reliable AoE for Terran.
Against Protoss.
Yeah,
Against
specifically
Zerg,
on the
it kind of does nothing.
Well, I mean, against Zerg, you got snipes.
Yeah, but that's not EMP.
But that's not
snipes.
AoE, yeah, but that's not AoE, you're right. You're right, you're right.
Yaku, please.
I'm just saying words and hoping it's relevant.
No, know your weaponry, Yaku. I'm just imagining Yaku as a ghost running around the battlefield, just throwing
this is
the
a gun?
throwing the wrong
What?
weapons.
What do you mean this isn't a bow and arrow? Wait, what?
Just, Yaku, you're supposed to use snipes. Why did you use EMP on the Zerg? It doesn't do anything.
Oh, I thought you said snips. Use the scissors.
Like you're trying to
these Archons-
circumcise the Zerg. What?
Yeah?
Alright. Liberators coming in. There's a lot of
these
Archons.
Archons-
That's actually frightening.
Yeah, these Archons are actually really busting through the bio, but now that the Ghosts are out, it's going to be a completely different story. EMPs land
Yeah.
on a lot of the army. A lot of Archons still have some shields, but with this concave, I think Jaedolph has just about secured his GG, his victory.
Yeah. This is dead. GG's gold. And Jaedolph moves on
Yeah.
to face Napolcochon. Oh, flags. Yay, we have the double we have the double victory
really well.
ceremony. Yay.
We have the audio and the video.
Audio and the visual and the everything, and we got it all. Hashtag real production. Let's tell everyone that we're casting Napolcochon versus Jaedolph next. Yes, I type very slowly. Sorry.
Well, you have to allow for the mind to catch up.
The mine? You don't want the mine to catch up, Yaku.
Yeah, you do. Want to let it get its shots in.
Hey, Geomicas. Oh, that's quirky. I saw Miomika's cat in chat in an in-game chat, and I was like, "Why is Miomika doing in CranKy Ducklings?" I remembered Quirky changed his name to Miomika's cat. Oh, Napolcochon isn't arrived yet.
Right, so there's a little bit of time here. Still hasn't crossed over the walkover period time. Well, I mean, technically for him, it just started, so. Yeah, because he had a buy in around number 1. So yeah, the Napolcochon does have a little bit of time. Do we want to wait? I mean, it doesn't look like there are many other series open.
It looks like RAMEN and Zan just started, so we're gonna jump on game 2 if they come out. Until then, we can just buy time.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how much. Yeah,
we would need a lot more. We would need a lot more exclamation mark Patreon in the chat
if you want
time.
To help us buy time, yes, exclamation point in Patreon, so we can afford to pay time to be a CranKy Duckling, and finally we want time and true. Yes, we're gonna collect all the puns in the in the CranKy Ducklings. Nice. And then the CranKy Ducklings will be a Ponzi scheme.
Huh?
A Ponzi scheme, like a Ponzi scheme, but for puns? Huh? It was a bad joke, I admit.
Yeah.
But I came up with it and I put it out there, and exclamation point Patreon. If you want to put it out there yourself, come and help us. If you support us with $5 or more every month, you get access to replay packs. That's right, replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are either organizing or are involved in any way and have permission to share. And also access to subscribers only chat in Discord, where you can just hang out with us. It's not just chat, it's voice chat as well. You can hang out. Yeah.
Watch me do jumping jacks.
You can help Yaku with his homework sometimes.
I might actually do that again.
You can't stop the Dolph. Do you know?
Eek.
What's the name of that show?
Eek.
Hold on. There's a show about an old Dutch animated show about a duck. I think it's Howard the Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
No, it's not Howard the Duck. That's an American show, I think.
Darkwing Duck.
No.
DuckTales. Ooh.
No, not DuckTales. Hold on, I'm going. Alfred the Duck. Alfred Jodocus Quack.
Right.
It's Alfred J. Quack. That's the name of the show. Alfred J. Quack. It's an old animated show where they have one of the characters. He's a raven and he's called Dolph. And at some point, he creates the Raven Party and decides to take over the country and decides to declare the Ravens to be a superior race.
I thought
and he grows a small mustache on his beak. I'm sure you can tell the reference.
I thought this was like a kids show, but looking at
that's the thing.
The cartoon is also notable for the political themes. In the cartoon, Alfred fights against a fascist dictator and takes in refugees under apartheid.
Yeah. It's an awesome show. I love it. They tackle some serious shit right there. Oh, and in earlier episodes he's Napoleon for like a short period of time.
Like the name,
Like
or
he's basically this guy is basically like the like the antagonist in every part of the show, and every time he comes back in a different form.
Franz
It's a great show.
Ferdinand is a
Yeah,
lion and the king of the greats. He dies and then the war starts? Question mark.
yeah. They have the whole thing like the switch from monarchy to modern times to republicanism, and it's a whole thing. Like they even have something about uh like pop stars and stuff. They have like a pop star who's basically Michael Jackson, and all the ladies are
Shimon.
entranced by him. It's like it's a I love it. It's a great
Now,
show. It's the
now,
same studio that ended up doing the Moomin show later on, if you know that show.
Moonin show?
Moomin.
Moomin.
Don't know about the Moomins? Come on.
Ah.
Everyone knows about the Moomins.
Now, I guess the big question
Espe-
is,
Especially the Finnish people.
do we have to watch it subbed, or is the dub good?
I'm pretty sure there are good dubs of it. I mean, I saw the Hebrew versions, so I can't
Okay,
attest
so
to
I'll
any
watch
to
the
the
Hebrew
English dubs.
version
Don't.
with subs.
I think the original was actually in English because it was intended to be an international show.
Series has been broadcast in many countries and has been dubbed and subtitled in Dutch, French, Japanese, Greek, English, Italian, Spanish, Hebrew, Arabic,
Yeah.
Hungarian, Finnish, Serbian, Polish, German, Swedish, Danish, Icelandic, Chinese, Czech, Romanian, Korean, and Norwegian.
Thank you. Thank you for reading that, Yaku. That filled 5 seconds of your time.
Like, whatever we can do to get
What we
to
can
buy
do is
time for Napolcochon.
yeah, if you want to
Oh,
help us buy time, exclamation point Patreon.
Oh, Jaedolph is telling us that he is in fact half Raven. So he's like descendant
Ooh,
from
half
the cartoon.
half raven, half human.
Wait,
Actually,
but then where
Dolph
does
in
the
the,
dolphin come in?
that's the thing. In the show, Dolph is half raven and half I think magpie or something. And he constantly has to hide. He dyes his beak because his beak isn't dark. Because he has to hide his own like
Oh, like what
legacy,
I do for my mustache.
like the way Adolf Hitler was half Jewish, you know, or like a quarter
Ah,
Jewish or something like that. And he had to hide his own legacy.
is that like how I have to like cover up the parts of my mustache that doesn't grow well?
Um, no, that's just being Asian, Yaku.
Oh,
It's just look, it's just the genetic makeup of your people. I didn't choose this. I didn't decide this for you. Besides, I don't think you should be jealous of having to
thanks, Dad.
shave this nonsense. Like this is I grow a beard not because I like it, but because shaving every day is too much. It's not a
I
thing they
feel that.
want
I
to
feel that
experience.
too. That's yeah. I feel that too. That's why I grew it out.
Yeah. It's like it's too much of a chore.
Yeah.
It's also expensive. Like you have to buy razors and like shaving cream all the time and like
Not
an
if you
aftershave
know a
and
guy.
what does he do? What does the guy do for you, Yako? I don't know if I want the answer to this question.
He gives me raises because he could fit it into a suitcase.
Does he sell bubblegum as well? It's just like the Singapore black market.
Oh god, like, yeah, got something for you,
Yeah,
kid.
here it is.
Yeah.
It just opens
What
up
you
the
want?
jacket and it's like razors and bubblegum.
Smuggle in.
Alright.
All the way
How-
from
how-
Malaysia.
I'm trying to see if.
It's a good
Oh wait,
stuff.
Zan is out.
Oh,
Oh,
let's get to messaging our players. Ramen DC'd mid-game. Oh, that does not bode well at all.
so I'm guessing they're gonna start from replay.
Yeah, they may. If he comes back. Alright, Ramen's back, so guessing we are gonna be
Alright.
potentially doing that.
Alright, let's just tell them. Alright.
30%
So-
dolphin, 30% raven, 40% human. Ooh.
So a Drehuman? A Drehuman?
Huh?
A Drehuman. A dolphin, raven, human. Drehuman.
Oh, I get what you. Yeah.
Wait, is Goro in the party? Goro's not in party.
Coruscant party.
Just,
Just-
don't forget Goro.
I thought you
Sorry,
were.
very
I
good.
thought you were Kuro.
I remember, dude. It's fine.
I saw a player in the party, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Kuro.
It's okay. Go eat breakfast. She can cast from your shared screen. Actually, let's turn that off just in case it messes up the
Oh right, the overlays.
connection. Yeah. Stop watching. Okay. Not just the overlays, but my connection in general.
The connection overlay.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the current score is Zan 1-0 Ramen.
No, they DC'd in the middle of the game. They haven't finished game one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gonna recover?
I don't know if they're saying they don't even know how to recover. So I think they need some help.
All right. Let us walk through. Yeah, was that actually game one, or were they in? Were they actually in game one, or were they in game two?
I think they were in game two.
Good question.
No, I'm writing in Hebrew. God damn it. It's not helpful. No one understands Hebrew.
All right. Yep, they are asking for some advice here.
Wait, did we cast Ramen before? I don't think we have.
I remember casting Zan a lot of times in our weeklies. Zan has been pretty consistent in SEO and MSO. Having disconnected, no replay appears. Ah. No, but Zan might have to replay, right?
Yeah. So Zan needs to
figure this out.
Krupp,
There's a
can you
button,
talk
isn't
Zan
there?
through setting up the
There's a
replay?
button, isn't there?
Kuro is the
Running
expert.
Through it in my. Yeah, I'm running through it in my head. I know it involves going to the replays and then clicking on a few things.
Yeah, you go to replay, you say watch
More.
with others or recover.
Yeah. More, and then I think it's recover, but looks like they are also fine with whatchamacallit. Started giving a walkover, but trying to see how we can get here. They're only 2 minutes in.
Okay.
But that's still long enough.
Still, you know, if someone was proxying or something,
Yeah,
that's really
exactly.
important.
Depends a lot on what the state of the game
Yeah.
actually was, or what the stuff
Mhm.
was.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting to 2,000 atmospheres. The players have sort of decided: are we in game one or game two?
Let's just double check.
Okay.
Okay, so this is game two.
1-0 in
Okay.
favor of Zan. Alrighty then.
Okay, so Zan is up 1. All right. All right, everybody's ready. Let's get to it.
Yep. Castles are ready. Players are ready. That was just time for the
So,
viewers.
so the first map was Berlingrad. Oh,
Interesting.
wait, is this a TVT?
Yeah, it is.
How many Terrans do we have?
We actually have a lot. Yeah.
Kuro, we may have a TVT finals.
That's when we bring back the group, please.
Kuro's like, I'm out. All right, everyone. Welcome to 2,000 atmospheres in space. We're in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Malaysia. It is our pink Terran, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. Give it up for Jean.
And spawning here in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner, we have our red Terran player coming down from the land of...
We have no idea.
I'm going to say Malaysia, but has been unconfirmed. He is going to be representing Team IMDSI. He is tasty. He is ramen.
What happened to Lam Yui?
Lam Yui?
Yeah. Didn't sign
Not
up
here
today.
I think he's from Latin because it's Mamadissimos. The clan he's talking about. Representing Mamadissimos.
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 As is Italian, like Mamadissimos, or is Mamadissimos?
Mamadissimos.
Hey,
Mamma mia. That is the only
Mamma
difference
mia.
between Italian and Spanish, by the way. It's the hands.
Hey. All right. So it seemed like actually they were right. Nothing was happening in the game. They could have just restarted.
Oh yeah, we did. We have just crossed past the 2-minute mark.
Yeah.
And
it's
yeah,
like-
both players are just mirroring each other.
they're speaking Italian. Kuro is. We're not exactly
Bella
speaking
gelara.
Italian. We are mumbling Italian. Nihongo is asking why is it not Moscowgrad? Because Berlingrad sounds more something. I don't. Is Berlingrad in the StarCraft lore?
Duh.
Like, is there a map there in like the campaign or something? Because I don't remember. I remember New
No.
Gettysburg is a place.
Yeah, as is Kaliningrad.
Kaliningrad?
Yeah.
When is it? Where is that in StarCraft?
Next to Poland. Imagine. Anyway, we have a proxy starport coming
Oh god damn it, Chuck.
up. New Sydney is a place in SC Universe, Kuro is telling us.
Alright,
like this
Zan
one
is
from-
proxying.
Yep.
It's a pretty late proxy. So it's gonna be
I mean, we'll see. A tank is on the way back home, and that is a
That's
reactor
a-
coming down. Doom drop?
Liberators? Double Liberator?
Maybe. Zan, I mean, hasn't moved out yet with his army, so it could still be a Doom drop, but
Maybe, yeah,
also
maybe
may
double
not be
Medivac.
Ramen, meanwhile,
I mean-
going for a
No,
bit
it's
of a
Vikings.
variant on the coffee build. He's gonna land the Vikings behind the middle line, isn't he?
Yeah. I think that's the
Let's
only way to
go!
But why make it a proxy? I don't understand.
Because it gets there quicker.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zan is pushing out with his army. I almost hit sound. And the Marines are getting absolutely shredded by the Hellions. The tanks, of course, still stand strong, but, you know, without that Marine buffer, there's really not much you can
Yeah.
do. With a Viking
You don't,
buffer, though, you have some
you
opportunity.
don't leave the tanks around alone. Oh, actually getting the reinforcements. Pretty smart from Ramen here.
Oh, those were reinforcements.
Oh, the Liberator is doing damage for Zan. Oh, 6 SCVs. Ooh. Pretty good.
7 SCVs go down, and there's even more lost fighting time here.
Alright, the Vikings so far are just for high ground vision for the tanks, which is okay, you know. It's a really good use of the Vikings. But there are more Vikings being made, like 2 at a time. Zan is just... Alright, air superiority is mine. Forget about it. As soon as one of your Vikings pops out of that starport, it's dead.
Just realized.
Oh,
Hellions are also going to be dealt with, but not before 16 SCVs get taken out.
Yeah, Zan is in a lot of trouble. Zan really needs to end the game right here. There's no long-term plan here.
Yeah, the position of the tanks is pretty good. Unfortunately, there's nothing here to really take advantage of that. Meanwhile, that tank target fired for too long. Did get locked on by the Cyclone, and it will get taken out. Now Zan is starting to land the Vikings, though, and this is a really good use for them, especially when your opponent mostly has mechanical units.
Yeah, and there's barely any anti-air anymore.
This one Marine may eventually clean up the Vikings, but not if that starport gets taken out by the tank. I stand corrected. This is a highly valuable target to take out with the tanks. And as he was saying, there's just 2 Marines and 1 Viking that's on the ground.
Yeah. This is just a couple of Marines trying to protect everything. I mean, to be fair, Ramen just needs to weather the storm here, because Zan has no production behind this. There's barely any income.
But he's only producing 2 Vikings at a time, and we're just waiting for the point. There we go!
Alright, there's the drop of the Vikings, but the tanks actually get the shots out. They weren't close enough to the tanks to not trigger the shot, and yeah, Zan just lost most of the army, and there's no rebuilding that, at least not anytime soon. 12 workers to 40 almost.
Well, he's gonna try. I do think that with well-placed enough Vikings that Ramen still doesn't have enough of a buffer, but look at that spread of the tanks. They're covering each other so well.
Yeah, now Ramen has a tank on the high ground, and Zan just cannot be here.
But is it enough to guard the mineral line?
Oh, the tank just unsieges.
This gives so much opportunity for Zan to catch back up when it comes to the worker kills. Ramen is being very active.
No, it doesn't, Yaku.
Well, if he target fired a little bit more.
Yeah, it's still 37.
He was getting very distracted by those Marines.
Yeah, it's still 37 workers for 17. Yeah, and Zan realizes this is not.
There's no way to catch back in, even with mules. Now it's
and Ramen evens up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1. In other updates, it looks like Jaedolph did get the walkover of a Napolcochon and is already waiting in the semifinals. So we're going to have
another TBT.
Woo! See? I told you should be casting today, Yaku.
Yeah, I haven't eaten that all today, but it's fine.
Game
I also don't have. Actually, I also don't have water ready.
You don't have what?
Water.
Look, we told you way in advance that you'll be casting today.
No,
you had? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. As soon as you logged in, as soon as you jumped into Discord, we told you about it. As soon as because the first thing you said was that you don't. Well, first thing you said is nonsense because you tried to get into a conversation you weren't part of. But afterwards, you said you don't have the games today, so
no,
I
didn't. I said, am I eligible? That was the one who said I don't have the games, when I actually did have the games.
So you're neither legible nor eligible, Yaku.
What?
You keep saying legible, but it doesn't mean what you think it means.
Huh?
Legible means that you are being understood. You can be clearly understood. Clearly,
Right.
yeah,
But
clearly
also
read,
means being
as in legible
allowed.
handwriting. Eligible is
Yeah, legible is when you're not allowed. Inegible.
unlegible. You're unlegible,
Inegible.
Yaku. Illegible.
You got edgeable and inegible.
Non-legible.
What?
I don't understand you, Yaku. You're unlegible. Kuro's we're making
Inegible.
we're giving Kuro a headache, Yaku.
I mean, that's kind of the default.
She signed up for this. Alright, everyone. We are on Curious Minds, where minds are curious. Otherwise known as hashtag purple pink or neon purple square. We're in the northwest corner of the map. Currently sideways 1-1 in this series. Our pink Terran, all the way from the land of Malaysia. Give it up for Zan.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, all the way in the bottom right corner of Curious Minds. LE. That's the when you try to figure out the brain. The Red Terran player from somewhere in LATAM is going to be our assumptions. Going to be representing Clan Mamadissimos. He is Ramen.
Sporting the handsome Squidward face there. Chad Squad. Chad Squad. Squid Chad, if you will.
I think there is a specific term for it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't remember it. That's why I tried to come up with something else, because I didn't remember how it's called, what the meme is called.
The average squid. Word.
Hey, GM Uko.
The average squid. Enjoy.
You're welcome. You're welcome for the raid. We try to always raid some other StarCraft to related channel to give the love back to the scene.
Yeah, it's hard every now and then because I've been playing Age of Empires and whatnot. But yeah, whenever available.
Damn Age of Empires. Ooh,
That's
we
a
got
very
a
good
quick
proxy,
concussives. Yeah, Zan
Not
is.
proxy though.
I mean, do you need to on this map? It's
Yeah,
relatively
I
short.
suppose not.
Oh, but it does get scouted pretty early.
Yeah, Ramen hasn't seen the tech lab yet, but when you see a Marauder first this early on, it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Coming in for the confirmation here. Oh, actually going to delay on that command center. Killing that SCV. Pretty good.
Oh, but will slow hit.
No! Just about.
The Reaper
This is like-
will pay for delaying the
Ah.
CC.
This is like a nightmare I usually have when I'm trying to run away from something and my legs are like, I can't move.
Oh, I usually have the nightmare when I'm running away from something and then I fall. And I do
Why
like
is
a
that?
like a body flop on my bed.
Yaku, that's not a nightmare, that's your real life.
What?
That's how your real life is, Yaku. Alright, Marauders are coming in. They don't care about no fire or grenades.
Yeah,
not-
Hellions and Reapers ain't gonna do much. Well, maybe the KDR charge can zone them out a bit, but
They don't have
shouldn't be
reinforcements, though.
killing them.
They don't have any
They
reinforcements.
don't. And they don't have anything to heal either. Turn around and kill the Hellion! No! It targeted
That
the
went
Reaper.
that went a lot worse than I expected it to go. Very good control by Ramen there.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, really good just kiting overall, pulling back whenever necessary.
Also, why are the Marines look gray here? They
It's
just
special forces skin.
they look like the cleaning robot at some point. If you're if you're looking at the corner of your eye, it's kind of difficult. I don't like skins. I mean, we are using
No.
game hard, so the players can't see the skins.
But that means that we still have to suffer through them.
Yeah, which is fine, you know. Makes for some entertainment. My annoyance is good entertainment. I've come to learn. Things that annoy me make other people laugh. So, yeah. Slide
That's
for
pretty
you.
much a basis for every
The
single
basis
made.
yeah, it's the basis of my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Me suffering. Alright, Ripper comes in, doesn't quite get anything killed, but does get a good scout on the turn base. On the other turn base, I should say.
Yeah, if nothing else, at least it is a confirmation that Zan is committed to the 3 racks and is only now going into his factory tech.
Mm-hmm.
Ramen going double fact.
Yeah. It's looks like mech. Mech is on the menu, boy. I mean, they're still making marines, but I don't see any bio
those are mostly for
upgrades.
safety.
Yeah, there are no bio upgrades, so. I mean,
No.
Jana's team. Combat Chase is on the way. Jan is about to
Exactly,
push
yeah.
out.
Exactly. I worry that this transition for Ramen is going to take too long, and even if he is able to transition, do you really want to go mech against a player who's going Marauders?
Yeah, Marauders, they tend to go pretty well against mech. And it's an odd choice because it's not like Ramen doesn't know about the mech, about the Marauders. They're kind of, they look like landed Vikings.
Well-
They're so big. Look at this. I thought it was a landed Viking for a second, but no, it's just a Marauder.
Oh, that would be a fun game. Have Marauders and Landed Vikings in a thingy, and then you get double. No, wait. Vikings deal extra damage against. They deal extra damage against mechanical units, not
Yes.
armored units. So they, yeah. Well, still, it's the perfect anti-mech army.
It's the perfect anti-Protoss army.
Is it?
Yeah, because most of, like a lot of Protoss units are mechanical.
And
Including their workers.
It's mechanical and armor, dude. Just spam zealots though, and you're fine.
Yeah, Jaedolphs. They
perfect
actually
counter.
are a good answer for this.
Yeah.
For landed Vikings and Marauders.
Anyway, Zan is setting up for a Doom drop, but Ramen, I mean, he's got the Viking and he's got the Cyclone. This is really going to be on Zan to be able to react in time and find the right opening.
Well, yeah, Zan is being careful. Sees the Vikings and like, oh, yeah, I don't want to lose full medivacs. Then coming here, seeing the tanks, and like, nope. That's the scan, and it's like, we're not landing there. It's like 5 tanks on the ground, Vikings in the sky. There's a Raven. Yeah. Oh. Ramen misses the scan just by an inch. Doesn't see the army there.
To make up for that, though, he is not skimping at all on the turrets.
Oh, Ramen is
switches
moving
over
out
to
though.
the
Everything's
drop.
unsieged. This is
Everything
Zan's
is
only
unsieged.
tanks.
And this is much more even ground than otherwise. Zan doesn't necessarily have to fight up the high ground. He dips it a little bit and decides, nope,
Yeah.
not into
No,
those
this-
tanks.
And Ramen just realizes, oh wait, I just shouldn't have this orbital command right here on the ground waiting to be killed.
There's nothing that can really cover it.
Yeah, and Ramen just needs to can take their time, really. I mean, Jean is using this time effectively here, containing Ramen on 2 bases and while getting a 3rd. But Ramen has the much beefier army, and Jean still no medivacs, full antivacs here for the big turn.
Yeah, I think that's
everything is
worrisome
just
that-
dying.
ugh, everything is dying. I was gonna say the thing that's worrisome is that Ramen does have a beefier army, but Zan has much more of an army. If he went in with a bit of an arc, or if he went in with a flank, then there's definitely an opportunity for him to just take out those tanks at once and maybe have enough momentum to keep pushing. But fortunately, he did. He was a little outpositioned at the time when Ramen decided to push out.
Alright, Jan using the Marauders at the front and tank, trying to bait Ramen into this. But Ramen not taking the bait, using the tank to kill the tank, using the Vikings for some vision.
Yeah, I guess that is the
Shoot down the medivacs. Yeah,
Yes, I did see a
full
mech
anti-vax for you.
mech like this. You don't have to worry about making medevacs. You can just make entirely Vikings.
Yeah. So this is going. Yeah, we thought it was going to go badly for Ramen, but actually, the turtling with the mech worked fantastically well. Jean really didn't get any damage done.
Setting up to try to contain now, but when the Terran plays on 3 bases, they definitely have enough money to start throwing their weight around.
Yeah. Whoa, nice there with roll by there with the Hellions. Oh, that could have been so much worse how they all lined up. I was lost for words there for a second. I was expecting an explosion of SCVs there, but yeah, Ramen is just way ahead. Ramen is way ahead in workers now that the third base is established and somewhat protected here. Yeah, Ramen could just keep on making mech units, adding Liberators to the mix as well, which is really important for frog lipping the mech army, siege lines. Yeah, the siege lines is what I meant to say. Yeah, correct. Correct saying her favorite part of TVT is TVT scans and tanks.
Oh, dude, I love it too. That's the time where I get the blanket up and
John loses patience and yeah.
Well, he has a lot of supply. He is busting through a little bit, but just a little miscalculated, I think, from the side of Zan. If he had a bit more supply. Yeah, there were too many tanks. If he had a few more Marauders, or if he had, well, I mean, he went in a pretty good arc, I think. Yeah, if he just
Ramen has like
Marauders, I think
Ramen has 2 waves of Hellions set up to harass Zan while this is going on. Like, actually, gonna bring the Hellions back here.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an added damage deal with the tank. Zan has lost his entire. Yeah, Zan has lost his entire siege line, and with that, Ramen is free and unhindered.
Wait, no, why are you moving me? Okay, there we go. For a second, I was like, oh, we're too close to the tank. He can't shoot us. Let's move away. Give him range. Oh boy.
Like, sorry, I can't quite see you there. Could you move a little to the right? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Just move a little backwards. You're too close. I'm just imagining that the tank, like, gunner, just looking through, like, binoculars, and then just seeing the Hellion just right in front of him. It's like, he's too close! I can't shoot him!
Like, oh, sorry about that. Can you shoot me now?
Alright.
Zan is transitioning. Yeah, I mean, he has the production he needs to transition. It's just, I don't know, after losing that entire army, it's
3 targets with double Viking production each, so 6 Vikings every round.
Yeah, eventually
definitely catching up. And see, here's the thing, Ramen, because they're going mech, you kind of stuck at home defending, turtling up. You're not doing damage on the other side of the map.
Well, he's not doing damage on the other side of the map, but he's making sure as well that he's mining on his own side of the map. Ramen, once he broke out of contain, has gone full greed mode. It's double expanded, he's even getting another. Yeah. Well, he set up another CC, he just hasn't let it. Nah, he does in the top right.
Yeah,
left.
Both of them double expanding into the corners of the map.
Jeez, already preemptively setting up all of these turrets. Ramen is starting to dip into Zan's side of the map. He's really making sure that he's really making sure that Zan cannot mine much at all.
Kuro, breathe. Breathe. It's Terran. They can move the command center. Relax, okay? It's not permanent.
Well, if he turns it into a planetary, he can't lift it.
Yeah. Then you can get triggered, Kuro. If that turns into a planetary fortress, you can foam at the mouth a little bit. Oh, this is
that was
actually that did a lot of damage than I expected.
It really did. We have a really nice wall towards the southern opening, but nothing to support did nothing to stop the northern opening. Sun dips in and immediately dips out. Killed about one tank.
Okay, Ramen has 19 tanks and no air support. Jean has 14 Vikings and 2 tanks. This is a weird, asymmetrical power struggle here. Ramen does have a lot of turrets around, so that's going to be very, very helpful.
Yeah, Sun doesn't have those tanks, like as you were mentioning, so the vision that these Vikings provide isn't going to be all that useful here.
Oh, Ramen is getting another command center in the northeast. Just floating them forward more and more. This is yeah, Ramen is playing
you said
it.
you want to leapfrog. I see a planetary
Yeah,
being
yeah.
made somewhere.
It's the ultimate leapfrog, leapfrogging command centers and turning them into planetaries. Even floating the main base now.
Those Cyclones are doing such a good job of dealing with those Vikings, man. Zod actually made a lot of Liberators, but without that range upgrade, just could not siege him up.
Yeah,
Someone's
and
gonna have to get away with them.
the fusion core is on the way. Yeah, I said it right before Kuro even clicked it. The fusion core, it's rare. Look, I, it's rare that I get it right on the first time.
It's
Yeah,
not planetary yet.
I'm checking on that that command center pro. I'll let you know when you can
Oh, it's
start
not a
getting triggered.
planetary. Unless you're making another CC. Ramen is now maxed out. Much more supply than Zan.
Ramen is zerging it out. Oh, it's gonna be Yamato Yaku. We're going full stupid unit. I like the tank roll by. The track by.
Yeah, just too much supply.
Yeah. Oh,
As the question is, what is Ramen going to use this freed up supply for? I imagine Cyclones.
Vikings.
For sure, it's north.
You gotta win the air war here. Oh no, everything is liberation zones. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. The Vikings take care of the liberators. This is actually really good for Ramen here. Cleaning out most of the army of Zan. This is a GG, yes.
Ramen.
I'm gonna check. That command center was not turned into a planetary fortress at any time, so.
Was it repositioned?
It's fine. It was forgotten there. It's in limbo. It will forever and ever. Oh, flags! Yes. Yaku, that's big.
Well played.
Ooh. Yeah. Very nicely done. And now we have another TBT.
Woo!
Woo! All them Terrans. I was complaining last time about all the Terrans disappearing, and now they're back in force.
Be careful what you wish for.
No. Yeah. Alright, so we have Ramen versus Jaedolph. Kuro is party leader. You can make me party leader, and I can invite everybody.
Oh, can I?
No, Kuro can. Because Kuro is party leader.
Right.
Get Jaedolph in.
Party leader from her seat in Berliningrad.
Leading the party, the Euro party. Right, what map are we on? Pride of Altares. Wait, I'm on replays. It confused me for a second there. I was still on the replays menu from before.
Uncover a game on Pride.
This is like one of those chess scenarios, right? You're like start a replay in the middle. Wow, that could be an actually really good tournament, right? To start players like on specific replays in specific situations.
Would it?
It would be an interesting concept. Wait, Malaysia, Australia is what server do we do? Is it SG? And then
what?
Oz?
Wait, is Ramen from Malaysia?
No, Jan is. Oh wait, I'm looking at Jan. Sorry. instead of ramen. Oh, they're both Australian.
Oh.
Right? Wait, ramen is.
I thought we
No,
assumed
actually, we don't
somewhere in
know where ramen is
LATAM.
from.
Yeah, the assumption was somewhere in LATAM. Because Mamacidimos is a LATAM clan.
Yeah.
But
So
of
I'm
course
assuming
it
it's going to
does.
be
But of
US
course they don't have to
West.
be in LATAM. It's because he's in a LATAM clan. They're in a LATAM clan.
I'm just asking to see if what server we're going to be using. This is important. I'm afraid of I'm afraid of going to Australia.
Peru!
Oh, Peru. Okay.
That's so US West?
Yeah. Let's go to US West, the Western United States server, and hopefully I don't crash out of it. Now I'm super self-conscious about it.
And we did play on US West for the last series. You had Zan versus
Oh,
Ramen, so yeah.
okay, so we're good. Should be good.
So it's
It's
just
the
an
Australia.
Australia thing, yeah.
It's the Australia-Israeli cable is disconnecting there for some
Cross.
reason.
Blizzard is telling me that I get 36 MS to US West. I don't think that's correct at all.
All right. Everybody's ready. Let's get right on to it. Double check on everything. And let's go. Boop, boop.
GLHFs. And while we load in, actually, yeah, have to double... I had to double check here the race distribution we forgot for this tournament. We do have a Wikipedia bracket up now, so we can check that.
Oh, we do.
I guess it would have been a lot quicker if we just checked that to figure out where ramen was from.
I mean, I checked it before and it wasn't updated yet, so.
Ah, okay. And yeah, actually, wait. Yeah, wait.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Wait.
What? Wait. What?
It says Jaedolph
Huh?
is... It says in the lower quarterfinals, Jaedolph beat Napolcochon?
Maybe Napolcochon didn't show up?
No, but they didn't face in the lower quarterfinals. They faced in the upper. They were meant to play in the upper quarterfinals. Or the upper semis.
Yeah, Napolcochon didn't show up yet.
Yeah, he didn't. But I'm just saying, Napolcochon versus Jaedolph. Look, let's get the
What?
intro done.
Why are you confused, Yaku?
Because it's
why-
not the lower quarterfinals. They were meant to play in the upper semifinals.
They did. What bracket are you looking at?
Wikipedia.
Upper semifinals, Napolcochon versus Jaedolph. Win for Jaedolph. What?
Lower quarterfinals, Napolcochon versus Jaedolph. Win for Jaedolph. Oh, it got updated. Okay.
It's not Napol. What? Refresh your brain, Yaku. Anyway, we are on Pride of Altaris. Which is neither prideful nor Altaris, because that thing is destroyed. The Zerg destroyed it when they invaded Ira. We know that. This is a fake Pride of Altaris. We're in the northwest corner of the map. All the way from the land of... was it? I already forgot. Peru! Give it up for our blue Terran. It is Ramen.
And spawning in the left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, we have one of the 3 Terran players who signed up today. We also have 2 Zerg players and 2 Protoss players. That's what I was checking. And what I wanted to check. They get updated. I just had to refresh it. In the bottom right corner, we have the red Terran player coming down from the land of, I'm gonna assume, Sydney Abba, because he is the Dolphin. He is gonna be representing Dadash. He is Jaedolph.
You were roboting on Discord.
Domo.
Am I still connected to Discord? Because yeah, you're frozen to me.
Yeah, I hear you. I look frozen because I'm not moving.
Well, my ping in game is pretty good, so. When I say
And I
pretty
guess
good,
that
it's like
is
200 and something.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So it's just Discord that's
200 and
lagging.
pretty much. I'm at 230, so. Funnily enough, US West is the middle ground for our regions.
Kuro, which one of us is roboting more? And we need to know. So we know who needs to carry the cast. Oh, apparently Kuro can hear us both fine. So we just can't hear each other.
What?
Oh,
No,
you're
I
back.
can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, now you're back.
What?
For the last minute and a half or so, you were just roboting and frozen.
Right. I could hear you. No.
So weird. All right. So neither player is going mech just yet. It seems.
Yeah, it's still the start of the game, so decision.
Although
Hasn't been
Ramen
made
is
and-
getting a cyclone.
Yeah, they don't have to make that decision. I wonder if that cyclone is just for safety, or if he's gonna try to harass across the map with it.
Looks like safety.
For now, it's positioning them very closely with Reapers and Hellion.
Oh, and Jaedolph is going for a Raven. Both of them actually are. Yeah, they're going for the same thing. It's like
Normal TVT things, pretty much.
like this is what you do on Pride of Altaris. You have a thick base, so you put a cyclone there, and that's it. You get a Raven.
So play around with the features of the map, and yeah, Pillars of Altaris, good map for it.
Alright, Ramen is going to try and poke here. That shouldn't be going well.
Yeah, best case scenario, I think maybe he jumps the Reapers into main base and gets a bit of a scout, but this is a very nice spread of Marines from the side of Jaedolph.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ramen trying to go for the juking and jiving.
Does
Gets
the
caught here with the Cyclone. One Reaper goes down. The other one
And the Reaper's
doesn't
actually
quite
a little
get the
preoccupied!
Ah, he fixes the SCV. Did you see that? Yeah,
Yeah.
he repaired the SCV, so...
We had a surround of SCVs, it looked like they were
Who
huddling
needs, who needs medivacs when you can just repair yourself?
It's like the...
Jaedolph does get a
much.
delay on the third base of Ramen.
Yeah, which is more than we could say from the side of Ramen on the other side of the map. Unfortunately, he was a little preoccupied with the SCVs to really dip into the production that Jaedolph was going for.
Mm-hmm. And they're both going for a third base, so neither of them really seems eager to push forward here. What's that? Automaton 2000. Hello, the
See,
weirdest
that's-
looking robot.
That's the real reason why we're roboting.
You can call me Automaton 2000 from now on. 2000 is
yeah.
my age! That's how old I am! I'm old, but...
2000 is my birth year. It can be both.
Is there an
I'm
old
starting to push.
robot character in Futurama?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember something,
Yeah.
but not clearly. Alright, Ramen pushing in here. Jaedolph not quite sieged.
Not quite, but he is in position. That scouting, or that spotter marine from much earlier on. Such a good job about giving him the information he needs.
Yeah, I like using the auto turrets to push the air units of Ramen away from the high ground to prevent vision. And now Jaedolph is safe in getting that third base. Ramen is as well, so we're gonna get a proper TVT here. Now both of them are getting bio upgrades, so we're not gonna see commitment to mech.
Which I personally am a little grateful for.
Why? Do you have
Like
anything
my
against
old-
mech units, Yaku?
Yeah. Yeah, big and expensive. And slow. Marine tank
Irritating, and they
is
get
the
everywhere.
pinnacle. Yeah.
What is that mule doing there? Hello, mule. What? Gonna get back to work. I
I
think
was
that was
gonna say
supposed
you
to be a
got
scan. Yeah.
probably.
All right,
But
Ramen
the
finds a
Dust Bolt.
position here. Gets sieged up. Full interference matrix on one of the tanks, but loses the Ravens.
Unfortunately, one is not going to be enough. Both Ravens go down, and Ramen is really leveraging his air superiority. The tanks are really wreaking havoc by this CC. Jaedolph is able to lift it in time, but he still has to worry about all of these Vikings. Not all the Vikings are attacking, but at this point, enough damage has been done, I think.
No, it's actually going to get repaired, I think.
Well, that's still a lot of money in that repair, so
Yeah.
all in all, still valuable for Ramen.
Yeah. And as long as Ramen has the air superiority here, Ramen's tanks are going to be in a much better situation, you know, just leapfrogging forward when the scans are out and just kill all the tanks in the high ground.
Yeah, or get a Liberator, as Ramen is doing. I mean, it's probably the best way to really make use of your air superiority. A tank from the high ground gets taken out by a tank on the low ground. The Marines, too aggro. They run straight into the volley of tank shots.
Only Marines. Just send your Marines. Yeah, Ramen uses this time to get a fourth base. Jaedolph just can't land that third. It's just too exposed there. Ramen just using this time to get more and more. Now Liberator is sieging up. Tank has to push away.
Right on the edge. I was kind of hoping that it would get taken out. By the Liberator, the scans are going to be enough.
Ramen pushes with the tanks. The Vikings take care of the air superiority here, of the air vision for Jaedolph. Oh, Liberators, just constantly sneaking up on the tanks. I like Ramen's use of the Liberator. Get the tank to unsiege, get Jaedolph tanks to unsiege, and then use that time to move your tanks. So they're in a better position. Oh, Jaedolph goes for the full-on frontal attack here. And it's actually going to work.
Yeah, he actually is able to clear up all of these siege units at the cost of 12 Marines, which is unfortunate considering how behind Jaedolph already was. But the important thing is that he is at least alive. Did I say Marines?
Yes, you did.
Look, SCVs are just off-duty Marines. Let's be real.
Yeah. Now I think SCVs are much smarter than Marines. Like
true,
Marines is where they send the prisoners and the uneducated. GG is cold, and Ramen will be taking game number 1.
Yeah, it was a really good last stand towards the end there for Jaedolph, but at that point Ramen was already ahead for much too long that they had enough to put him out of his misery.
Now we haven't seen Ramen do any proxies today, right?
We haven't. I think we've only seen Zan and Jaedolph do that.
Can you see where I'm going with this joke?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Alright, 2000 atmospheres is our next map.
Yeah. Oh.
See? Kuro doesn't get the joke. Don't worry, you'll hear it. If Ramen goes for a proxy, you will be laughing so hard. It's so worth it. It's such a good joke.
Yeah. I can explain it to you, Kuro, but yes, I also think that we best save it for if Ramen goes for that proxy. And if he does go for that proxy, I think it's best if Steelmold explains it because Steelmold
Kuro is raising a legitimate question here. Do you think Yaku gets it? Is it all possible that Yaku does not get the joke and he's just pretending?
Of course I get it. It's funny. It's good.
I especially like the part where it's funny, where it's yeah,
Yeah.
it's a clever one. It's a clever one.
I think a lot of chat will understand the joke.
I think it's the most we laughed about a joke that we haven't even said. Let's see, Jaedolph is ready. Waiting for ramen. He's asking for a moment.
Momento, yeah, because he also wants to plan out what the best proxy would be for the joke.
Asking for 3.5 to 5 minutes.
That is pretty specific. Yeah.
Now I know Yaku gets the joke. Now,
Yeah.
Kuro, you're probably thinking that it's a dirty joke or something. It's not. It's just really dumb.
Yeah, it's not. It is.
Clem usually already struggles most of the time, and the big Gabe even more. With what?
TV.
It's just being Terran. Yeah, being Terran is a struggle, no matter how good you are.
Pretty
All right,
much.
both
Inside
players
of you,
are
there
ready.
are two wolves.
Let's just get right onto it. Game number 2.
Yeah, as a wise man did once say, inside of you there are two wolves, a tactical, positional tank liberator player, and only marines. You are a Terran
Only
player.
Marines. Only Marines.
Only marines.
Only Marines.
That's a Terran struggle at the end of the day.
The Terran Dominion is the greatest in the Koprulu sector because of Marines.
We have the best patience in the world because of marines.
Yeah, best map presence in the world because of. Wait, who? Ramen won the last one, right?
Yep, he did.
All these Terrans kind of look the same to me. Oh, I'm frozen. Fuck.
Oh,
no.
no. No. We're not lagging game yet, so it should be fine.
So welcome everyone to 2000 atmospheres in space. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Peru. Currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. Give it up for our red Terran. It is Ramen.
And over here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we of course have our blue Terran player coming down from the land of, I'm assuming, Sydney Aba, because there are dolphins around there. He is going to be representing the clan that Soundo is informing me is pronounced Dada Shish. He is Jaedolph.
I had something to say, but then you said something and it confused the hell out of me, and then I forgot what I wanted to say.
Something about proxies.
No, it's about pronouncing. Do you think it's not ramen, it's ramen? Because it's like.
An accent?
Yeah. Because
What
it's
is
like
ramen?
South American. Ramen. I don't know. Maybe they pronounce it differently. I don't want to presume.
Ramen Ramon?
No, Ramon is like Ramon, but maybe it's like ramen is like pronounced the same way. I don't know. It doesn't have it doesn't have the accent mark on it, but maybe
Maybe just
it's just
typo
implied.
there. Yeah. Or just add it, or there's just a bit of a typo. Now I kind of want a parody band called the Ramens. It's like it's like the
The
Ramones, and
Ramens.
you'll have chicken. You'll have the lead singer, Chicken Ramen. You have the drummer, Shrimp Ramen. The bassist is Curry Ramen.
And all their songs are 3.5 minutes to 5 minutes long.
Yeah, no.
I know, I'm speechless.
I'm not sure how my brain got that connection, but when you mentioned like ramen, I'm like, that's like Ramon.
Yeah. Did you even hear any songs from the Ramones?
Yeah, I like
Because
that
I haven't.
cemetery.
It's like before my time, and I never got into them. So I can't even think of one example of one of their songs.
I listen to Pet Cemetery about every year around the spooky time.
What's that got to do with it?
It's a Ramon song.
Ah, I didn't know
They
that.
made it for the movie. Yeah.
Mm. Nice. So Ramen going for a Liberator there, and more Reapers apparently.
Yeah, once again, I'm loving this variation of the coffee build that we see quite a bit often. Where it's where you get one Reaper initially and then you react to the barracks, so you start producing 2 Reapers at a time from that. It
Mhm.
does mean that you're lacking a little bit in the Hellions, or, well, I guess because of how Ramen played this out, he is lacking a little bit on the Hellions, but this does give the initial scouting push a little bit more survivability, a little bit more sustainability, as long as you position it well enough.
I can't hear roboting. I have no idea what you just
Oh.
said, but Ramen is pushing in here. All the workers are evacuated, but does get the supply depots at the back, which is nice. He's gonna supply Jaedolph for a while there. Or this delayed the supply
Well,
advancement.
he would have supplied Jaedolph, but Ramen very graciously decides, you know what? You don't have to worry about a supply block, even though I'm going to delay our supply depots, because I am going to clear up 10 SCVs. And
Yeah.
still have the Reapers alive. The Liberator was dealt with in the main, but oh lord, there's just no mining happening in this natural base.
Yeah, are you even gonna get a Cyclone here, maybe? This is pretty good damage for Ramen.
There's fantastic damage going on. Behind all of this, Ramen is also getting an orbital. Does he have 3 CCs or 2? Yeah, okay, so he's still on 2 CCs, but still 10 damage.
Yeah, was it the Liberator that
10
did
SCVs.
the Walker kills?
It was a mix of both. I think the Liberator got about 6 SCVs, and the Reaper Hellion got about 4, something like that.
Yeah, I was kind of roboting a little, so I couldn't really pay attention to everything. I have like 500 ping right now, 550.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like I stole your ping because I'm down to 180. Or I gave you something.
Damn Singapore internet. We still don't have fiber optic internet, despite the fact that it's been installed like 6 months ago.
Yeah, just gotta buy it.
No, we can't.
What?
They're having like territorial disputes between the companies about who supplies who and what. So despite the fact that the infrastructure is already set up, they're not connecting us.
I know what you mean by territorial disputes, but I like to imagine it as like a mafia thing, where if I don't know what the Israeli
it's communication.
companies are, but if one company like sets up in a place, they're just gonna send dudes and crowbars to smash up the fiber.
It's not a usual practice, but in some extreme cases, it has been known to happen.
Oh.
Depends on the kind of neighborhoods that they need to work in. No,
Well,
they're not actual mafia. They're just corrupt bastards. They don't need to beat up the individual people because it's not in our power to do anything against them. You know, they work with governments. So.
Ooh. Well, speaking of coming into the wrong neighborhood, Ramen, approaching closer and closer to Jaedolph's territory, could have a very similar game to Pride of Altaris.
Yeah, but Jaedolph does have enough anti-air here to at least resist Ramen. I was about to say Ramon. To resist Ramen here. At least until more Vikings come in for Ramen.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more difficult for Ramen to reinforce this than Jaedolph. I think they call it the defending
advantage?
Perk.
Defender's advantage, you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
The perk of defense.
the perk of defense.
Real good use of the
Oh,
uncertainty
Jaedolph
for
is pushing
Jaedolph.
forward here.
He is pushing
It's a
forward,
very-
but he sieges up. Will that cost him too much time? As Ramen gets his volleys on top of the tanks. Jaedolph, though, still has those
Lands the
Vikings.
Vikings, and yeah, gonna clean up. It was a pretty good cleanup there by Jaedolph.
Yeah, doesn't
But
lose too
still-
much. He, well, I would say it wasn't a bad, like, I would consider it a good cleanup if not for the fact that Jaedolph was already behind.
I
Because
mean,
in that
yeah,
cleanup, he lost
it's
3
still a good
tanks, a
cleanup.
Raven. It was pretty
It's still a
good.
good cleanup, but Ramen was already mining in the third base. You know, it's already set up. So, but Jaedolph had to have that cleanup in order to move forward and get a third.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is what's keeping him in the game, I suppose. It's just, I don't know, my heart aches with those losses because of how behind Jaedolph was initially. That said, he's still producing tanks, he's still producing Vikings. As long as he positions them well enough, then he should be able to survive long enough to get back in this game.
Yeah. Oh, but Ramen is pushing in a little too much, losing a few more tanks. I think pieces float up to the sky.
That's what I love about 2000 Atmospheres.
There are 2,000 atmospheres on it, and each one is
Can you
different.
name them all?
No, I was about to there's the and then I couldn't think of that.
Nitrogen.
No, there's like I can't even think about
Helium.
one layer of atmosphere. And
Hydrogen.
no, that's materials. They have names. Stratosphere. There's stratosphere. There's
Panorama.
ionosphere,
Warm light. Romantic.
You're just throwing random words. Here. You're not
Tense.
helping.
You're gonna have a tense atmosphere.
Billy Bob. Alright, Ramen coming in here with the tanks and marines, but there's very little backup. Does kill a lot of SCVs.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh,
it should be enough
oh,
SDVs. This was a brilliant outpositioning from Ramen. He scanned the army of Jaedolph so well, always having eyes, and then notice, wait a minute, you're pushing your tanks towards the right, I'm just gonna smash your left. Meanwhile, Jaedolph is going for a bit of a Hail Mary with this drop, but it should get cleaned out. He will be able to kill 12 SCVs. But look at that worker difference seal. I don't think it's
Yeah.
going to make a dent in the economy of Ramen.
And Jaedolph has to evacuate the third base, so it's going to be super behind economically yet again for quite a while. And Ramen is
Jaedolph-
setting up a fourth, by the way. It's just being saturated right now.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Jaedolph here. He is on match point, so he doesn't want to be risking everything in the lower bracket, but Ramen is
Yeah,
so
this
ahead,
is-
it's
this
really
is a
hard to
tough
see
situation.
him giving that up.
Alright, Jaedolph is now just trying to run with his marines to the low ground, trying to secure that third base, but running into tank lines. One of them is in siege.
Oh, not all of them are sieged.
might be
Yeah,
the
yeah, two of
opening.
them are actually unsieged.
Yeah, manages to push Ramen away, but again, Ramen is getting a fifth base now.
This time I do think that it was a much more efficient trade for Jaedolph. He cleaned it out so well, but it's like you said, trading efficiently is not going to be enough for him at this point.
Yeah. It's just too far behind economically for far too long. Look at the income advantage now. Look at the stonks. Look at the
Oh.
stonks. Oh. Oh.
I can't because I don't have a number pad, but I can imagine it based on the arrows here on Katowice 2020.
Ramen has a lot of medivacs, by the way. 7 medivacs. Can actually doom drop all the army. Alright.
Yeah, there were a couple
not.
of points where he actually had more medevacs than tanks. I think. Oh yeah, there's definitely an opportunity for him to bombard those tanks with his own marines, but he just doesn't want to take
Jaedolph
that
is
risk
dropping into the main base of Ramen, so that's going to get some damage done. Not a
yet.
very
There's a couple
saturated
of-
base.
Oh, yeah, but if you can take out some production, then that's a definitely going to be a really good way of keeping Ramen back. Ramen,
Oh,
despite
kills the
making
orbital
all of
command
these,
here.
that's actually really good. Fewer scans, fewer mules to be thrown down.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, for as greedy as Ramen has been with his expansions, he hasn't really been building that much production.
Army.
To really take advantage of that. Yeah. So
Um,
if Jaedolph was able to take that out, then that's a way of keeping him back. But in the end, he was forced to evacuate.
ooh, Ramen gets supply blocked without that command center.
I just noticed that. Yeah, and all of a sudden, the armies are looking pretty comparable.
Yeah, Jaedolph has a bit of a window of opportunity. Also, double expandant getting in that fourth base. Ramen is sneaking around here with a Liberator. It's sitting just on the circle.
A circle
And
of yeah.
yeah, it wasn't seen on the minimap, but Cyclone is going to take it down. It only kills one SCV.
Yeah, that one edge, or that one position at the edge of the circle was
Oh,
exactly where the Cyclone
there's another
was
one. There's another one in the
positioned.
south. Another Liberator, ready to be sneaked in. I think Ramen just forgot about it. Or okay.
He did forget
Okay,
about
caught
it,
by
but
Vikings.
Jaedolph did not.
Okay, Jaedolph is really coming back into this game. Now the army supply is in favor of Jaedolph. Ramen just wasn't able to take advantage of the economic headedness.
Yeah, again, wasn't making as much production as he perhaps could have. He's actually making 3 CCs at the moment, and he's still on
When
5
behind,
barracks.
expand.
Yeah, he's getting 3 CCs, and he's still on 5 Araxes, which
I
is
don't know. And
not
supply
too
blocked.
ideal.
I don't
He's
know
also
about
supply blocked.
that.
Ay.
108 and 20 army supply to 85 now.
Yeah, and Jaedolph is catching up on the worker count. He's
It
still
should be
behind
noted.
with 14 SCVs, but mules can
Jaedolph
definitely
has
let him catch.
Jaedolph has 70
catch back
Marines
up.
and 1 medevac. That's
Well,
yeah. I was like, is Jaedolph going full antivax? No, he has 1 medevac.
now he is.
Not now, he doesn't. Oh boy.
Well, I guess it is kind of tough to afford starport units when you're in the position Jaedolph is at. But yeah, I don't know. He's done a fantastic job, all things considered, of catching back up.
But here's the thing. Now Jaedolph is losing the advantage because of not doing anything with his army, and Ramen is catching up.
True, but now Jaedolph will be able to catch up on top of that because since Ramen isn't doing anything with his army, Jaedolph can expand.
I think you just described TVT.
Yeah.
we figured out the formula that is TVT. Everyone is just sitting back, throwing advantages away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuro is just shaking your head, probably. Here's a depiction of Kuro shaking your head.
She has to move her entire body to shake her head. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, because it's duck. They got the butt here. Like you have to shake the butt to shake the head.
I think it's just called shaking it.
Shaking it. So Ramen is getting more bases.
Yeah, slowly encroaching onto Jaedolph's
They don't
territory.
even-
We have the spotter tank here for Ramen. It's beautiful.
I mean, Ramen also has forces on the sides of Jaedolph's bases, ready for drops. So
Yeah, actually
I'm
on
guessing
both
Ramen
sides.
is waiting for Jaedolph to move out and then just drop in.
Yeah, we're definitely just waiting for the moment for one player to lose some patience and move into a tank line.
Ramen is just like the Marines just walking around the sensor tower.
Oh, but the guard tank will get dealt with.
Gonna get unguarded. Yeah, Ramen is just waiting for Jaedolph to get 3-3. Out of
Pretty
respect.
much, and Jaedolph is just waiting for Ramen to move into him, out of respect.
Get to get more command centers. Look at that. Ramen is taking all the bases.
Well, we've heard of only Marine, but Ramen is starting to show us only SCV.
On CC. Only CC.
Only CC. No SCV. No.
This one. Cyclone.
Oh, that's
walking
what
out.
happens when you don't get high sec auto tracking, son!
Ah, yes, this is the purest of TVTs we had in a while.
It's distilled in its most basic
Okay, Ramen
form.
trying to sneak around the sensor towers is going to be seen.
Right, is that going to be enough to deal with that? Yes,
Actually,
it should be.
no, the
No.
Medivacs that are killed are the ones that were empty, and the Marines actually killed the Vikings, killed the turrets.
Wow.
Oh, gonna
That's
snipe
fantastic.
us to air attack. Yeah, really
Yeah,
nice.
unfortunately not quite able to do. Yeah, unfortunately not able to deal with 3-3, but yeah, that was fantastic positioning from the side of Ramen. And all these tanks can be, all these tanks can be dropped on. Can be bombarded.
Oh, but the
One
Vikings are
Marine,
in the
two
air.
Marines, two Marines.
Just
I'm gonna deal
unsiege
with
one
these
of the
tanks.
Whoa! Did you see that thing flying in your face?
Yeah, luckily I didn't have 3D glasses on. These two Marines, man. The absolute MVPs.
Yeah. Now Ramen is switching to stupid units. Getting Yamato as well, and we'll probably get away with this because Jaedolph.
Because of all his disease.
Yeah, even Jaedolph, if Jaedolph pushes, Ramen has so many backup bases around the place. Oh, Jaedolph is going with bases as well, but it's going to be quite behind. How many? We have 6 starports each for these players, but they can only make.
Oh, how many tech labs and reactors?
I don't know. They're spread around, so some of them have reactors, some of them have tech labs.
Well, meanwhile,
like
we
it's
might not
got
even get
half.
to. Yeah, we might not even get to that point because Ramen is staking his claim. He realizes all of the tanks are towards the south. These Marines can get a heck of a lot done. The army supplies were looking comparable for a while, but not anymore. Keep in mind, most of Jaedolph's army supply were in Marines and Vikings as well, whereas Ramen, he had much more Marines, much more tanks.
Yeah. And the Vikings are still up in the sky, but yeah, they can't shoot down, and the Marines just come after them.
We do have the BCs coming out.
Why is Yamato? I'm surprised Ramen isn't Yamatoing the tanks and just clearing the way for the Marines to jump on top of Vikings. Oh, double Yamato on the battle cruiser. Triple Yamato on the
that
battle
it takes 3 Yamatos to take out a battle cruiser.
Ooh. I think Ramen lost one of the battle cruisers. Yeah, one of them did go down.
And now there's no anti-air. This BC can clean up the tanks.
This is weird. Nobody can
Move
shoot
forward.
at anybody.
Let's move that
This is the
BC
weirdest
forward.
kind of.
Come on, Ramen. Let's move forward a little bit. Come on. Okay, he's going to repair. He wants to repair.
It's
He
got
wants
to
to repair,
repair.
but I think he
There's
doesn't
no-
see. I think
there's
he
no
doesn't
high
see
ground
the
vision.
tank. Yeah,
there's no high
he
ground
hasn't
vision.
seen the tanks. That's why. I hear you TP.
Ooh!
And all
TP.
of these
10
BCs
TP.
land on top of that BC.
10 TP. TP. 10 TP. But the Vikings, the Vikings are just destroying the battle cruisers. Trading Vikings for battle cruisers.
No,
That ain't good.
Unfortunately not. Vikings may be a lot cheaper than BCs, but somehow they're also that much more valuable because, well, they're gonna be your only option against the BCs.
Also important, Ramen didn't get any air upgrade. But doesn't seem to matter. Jaedolph,
Yeah,
GG is out,
cancel,
and
yeah.
Ramen will
Takes
be
that
our
series.
victory there. Get the button, Yaku.
Ramen gonna be our first player make it to the grand finals, and unlike his name would suggest, wasn't in 2 minutes or less.
Yes. It looks like Pleiades versus Napolcochon is going. Yeah, Napolcochon is actually here. Yeah, they went up against Matrix. Oh, we're gonna have to wait for them.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's a
see
little bit-
Napolcochon in chat, so it looks like they're finished. Sean versus Pleiades finished. Cross your Ethernet cables, Kuro. We might have an actual Zerg in the tournament.
The grand finales. Also will depend a lot on the result of the lower bracket.
Yeah. I'm assuming they've been out there for quite a while, so I'm assuming they did go up against each other. I don't see Pleiades here.
May have dipped out.
So I'm guessing it was Napolcochon who was the victorious one? Question mark? You can ask people if you can get answer in chat. Something? Someone? Somebody? Anybody?
It's usually how it plays out.
Hello?
We're
remember the lower
sending
bracket.
out.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we're sending out a distress beacon right now. If anyone can get communications from the Napolcochon of Pleiades, please do. There we go, Napolcochon.
Yeah.
See,
Okay,
all we
yes.
needed was to send out
Napolcochon
the.
won.
Yeah, all we needed to do was send out the radar, and with that,
Yeah, we have
more confirmation.
ZVT coming up. Alright, you did say you were going to go and sleep or something, right?
Eat.
Or play or play Age of Empires 4.
Get my actual ladder games in. No, I. Well, we'll see what happens first. We'll see if I make it to the kitchen or if I pass out first.
Alright, so thank you for joining us, Yaku.
Thank you for having me. I might be able to dip back in later on for the grand finals, but it depends.
Would you like to tell the people where they can find you? Other than
Not
the
at
kitchen?
all. Not at all. Because I don't want people coming after me.
Okay.
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. Turn to comment Empora Yakuzaku! By Discord in the chat. We'll bring you to the CranKy Ducklings Discord server. I'm there, Steel is there, Kuro is there. We're all there. And apart from that, buy my shirts. Was good to be back for a Master Swan. I haven't casted one in quite some time, but yeah. Was a blessing in disguise, right? I didn't get enough ladder games in to compete.
Yeah, it's great. When was the last time we even casted together?
I want to say March, maybe.
It was a long time ago, because the one time I was actually casting with someone was when I was replacing you. So
yeah, I remember that. No, I think we did cast a few GPOs at the start of the year together, right?
I don't know. The start of the year was a long time ago.
True. Memory is fuzzy. That's what happens when you get to my age.
My age! Alright. So we are set up for Napolcochon versus Jaedolph. Our first map is going to be Curious Minds.
Oh.
So it's US West, right?
Yes. EU versus AU.
France versus
how it goes.
Australia. As long as we don't go to the Australia server. We're good.
You know what? I don't think you have to worry about that for the rest of the tournament.
Yes, I do not.
It should be US West from here on out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us, Yaku.
Right. I was
free
supposed
to go eat.
Right.
You're free to go eat. That was the old outro thing. Get.
Go on, get. Bye.
Go on, get. Bye. Here's a fun one, Yakuzaku. Let's see if our players are prepared to go all the way. Alright, Pokemon is ready. Don't forget to hydrate your hydras, everyone. I need to remind everyone that this is a best of 3. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Let's get to it. Boop, boop, boop. Now remember, Zerg is that race that we haven't seen all tournament yet. Kuro can get excited. Do you play Zerg music? when you do like when you have Zerg around. Oh, they just do the default. Because you can select, you know. You don't pick music. You can be like a low-key DJ for the thing. Because you know the Brood War music is I actually like it better than the some of the StarCraft 2 music. That sounds like work. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Speaking of work, we are on Curious Minds. Curious Minds, where minds come to be curious about uh, things. In the northwest corner of the map, I forgot to count how many times champion, because they do have a championship, right? I'm not imagining. Yeah, the one-time MSO champion are Blue Zerg, representing Team GDA and the land of France. Give it up for Napolcochon. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing Team Dadash, all the way from the land of Australia. Give it up for our red Terran. It is Jaedolph. Is that Zagara? The thingy? No, that's... Which character is that? Oh, it's Isha. However you spell that. Yeah. It's funny that you should find difficult spelling that name, which sounds so Polish. Cool. All right. Napolcochon going for a hatch first, so nothing too crazy. Jaedolph expanding standardly, no proxies. Nothing crazy. This is TVZ. TVZ has become like the what TVP used to be like, I think. But they had to be fancy. Ooh. Oh, its policy would be just Isha. Yeah, I mean, the whole point is that it's like an alien world, right? That the Cerebrates, they all have like weird names, like Zhaz and Gregor Zbjedzunchikevich. Yeah, Zhaz. That's the name of not an Overmind, a Cerebrate from Brood War. I remember that. All right, here come the Hellions for Jaedolph. Nothing too crazy. I'm wondering why on this map, why did they have different colors for the different lines? Because it's not like Black Pink or Neon Violet Square where it was all the same color. Here it's just like different shades of purple. Right? And pink. It has pink on the pose. It kind of looks weird. And then there's green lines on the low ground. I just noticed that the low ground has a very different like color scheme. I don't know, I found that very unbalanced in my brain. Yes, and this is my criticism. Take it as you will. Alright, Jaedolph going in with the Hellions to the other side of the map. We might find some damage. Ooh, see a Liberator on the way from Jaedolph. That sometimes takes Zerg by surprise. Napolcochon is setting up to defend. No, actually, good. Napolcochon is pushing out forward with his queens. Gonna get stuck on creep. Oh, to catch the Liberator! No! Shadow, please. the Hellions, some of them are going to get surrounded. Why are the Zerg? Why are the wings red? Am I hallucinating, or the Zerglings wings are red? What? What's going on with these skins? They make no sense. Alright, this this Liberator got blown out of the sky by that Queen. Yeah, this game is so far no one is really managing to do any serious damage to the other player. Oh, that is a Spire. Napolcochon has aspirations. Yeah, Kura is saying I'm starting to think the red wings are a map thing. Yeah, because there is a lighting issue here with some shadings or something are red. You can see the side of the command center here. You have like a weird reddish highlight type of thing. So maybe, yeah, it could be just a map thing where they turned all the secondary highlights into red for some reason. Alright. Napolcochon trying to come and get into those tanks. Does manage to get to one of the tanks, but the other one is still okay. There are Marines to defend and some Hellions. This is not going to be doing damage at all. No SCVs killed. And the attack gets pushed away. But Napolcochon getting a 4th base while this is going on. And remember, the grand plan here is the Spire tech, not the stuff on the ground. We do have a Baneling speed, so we're going to have Lingben Muta. Although, no Banelings yet. I'm guessing Napolcochon is waiting to see if Jaedolph is going to go heavy with the Marines. Okay, no. Now the... now the Banelings are coming. Alright, Jaedolph going to try and get that 4th base. Yeah, it should be going down. No, cancel. Yep, there is a cancel. At least get that rebate on those 300 minerals. But remember, Napolcochon doesn't care. Napolcochon is going for some air units, banking up some gas. The Mutas are about to start to be made. +1 flyer attack is on the way, and Jaedolph is none the wiser. Let's double check that the Spire was not scouted. It was not. Yeah, how much anti-air does Jaedolph have? Got the Marines, but that's it. No turrets, no nothing. So if Napolcochon can catch Jaedolph by surprise with a lot of Mutalisks, this would be great. Oh, Baneling rolled by, but there's a wall here. And the tanks, yeah, they clear it up pretty easily. Jaedolph moving in on creep here. Gonna get surrounded by Zerglings and Banelings. And the Mutas are getting exposed here. I don't know if that was intentional. It looks like Napolcochon was just F2 moving the entire army and accidentally exposed the Mutalisks. And now the Mutalisks sound at home to defend against the drop of Jaedolph in the natural base. Or Hellion run by, whatever the hell that was. I think that was Hellion. Drive by. There's a drop on the Spire. Could actually snipe the Spire here. Looks like it's just exactly what Jaedolph is doing. No more Mutalisks for you. Come back 1 year. Oh, Napolcochon immediately remaking that Spire. And going for an infestation pit. Yeah, it's a bit of a throw there. That just the Mutalisks went in at not at the best of times, and by now Jaedolph has turrets and Marines here to defend. Yeah, Jaedolph going for 4th base. Looks like Napolcochon is setting up to try and attack that, but Jaedolph should have scouted that with that. I think that was a Marine there, a spotter Marine. Actually, Jaedolph just now bringing the army a bit late. So the Brutalists take care of the tank. I think that was a tank and the turrets. Oh, and the Bennings roll into the third base. Oh, 24 SCVs go down. Jaedolph falling for the distraction here with the Mutas. Napolcochon is starting to do quite a bit of damage, delaying these turrets as well. Just keeps on poking in and out. A Hive is on the way and +2 flyer attack. No more Mutas though. Napolcochon isn't really making any more. Oh, we get Widowmines with Drilling Claws. Okay, now the Mutas are being made. So the Widowmine is going to be very helpful with that. Especially with them being invisible. Alright, Jaedolph trying to set up outside of the fourth base of Napolcochon. The Brutalists are coming in from behind, but the armor rings at the back to defend against against them. Defend the tanks. But Banelings are rolling in. The rings are going back. Oh, a lot of Brutalists are going to go down here. Yeah, Napolcochon is losing too much. Yeah, GG is cold. Now, Napolcochon tried to go for a clever surround there, but Jaedolph was very careful about that, keeping the Marines at the back, making sure not to get surrounded. Very nicely done there by Jaedolph. And yeah, they will be up 1 in the series. It's Napolcochon's choice of map. Let's hydrate our Hydras in the meantime. Alright, we see RAMEN cheering for Jaedolph. Cheering for the TVT. Alright, 2000 atmospheres is going to be our next map. Wait, what map did we play on? We played on Curious Minds, right? I'm an idiot. I did something stupid. While we were setting up the lobby, I got confused and I looked at the first map of the finals instead of the one on the thing. So it's not my fault. Yaku wasn't living. You confused me. Hashtag blame Yaku. Yes. He's not here, so you can blame him. You can safely blame Yaku. Also, no one else noticed. If I wouldn't have said anything, no one would have known. I just noticed and so wait a minute, it's Blackburn. I should have done the whole joke with the welding mask and thing, but I didn't. And then I realized, oh, that's because we played on the wrong map. Oops. Spam this salt because it's Yaku's fault. Yes. All right, everyone. Welcome once again to 2000 atmospheres in space. Hashtag not Blackburn. Hashtag not Curious Minds. Hashtag I didn't get it wrong this time. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of France. Representing Team GDA, give it up for our red Zerg and one-time MSO champion, Napolcochon. And in the southwest, currently up 1 in this best of 3 lower bracket final series of today's Master Swan Open, the number 65, representing Team Dadash and the land of Australia. Give it up for our blue Terran, Jaedolph. Otherwise known as Isha. I think you can, at some point, maybe we can have this thing where like the decal is going to have to be a player's face, like a passport or something. That could be cool. Please no. I mean, think about the meme potential. Why is my camera blurry? What? Think about the meme potential. Like the Australians would have really nice portraits, right? Really cool. Judging by their creativity with the NZ champs, pictures. Should be cool. Should be really good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's make that change, shall we? Koro, put it on the to-do list. um, I'm still tilted by the fact that I put the wrong map on the thing. So I should be above this. Ooh, nice save there by Napolcochon. Not losing that drone. And does get the Reaper as well, which is cool. Ooh, we have a quick lair. That is a quick one and no speed. Oh, tu base roach? Tu base roach, right? Yes. Yes. No, there's the speed. Never mind. Just... Just... Never mind, forget the theorizing. We thought it was something exciting, but no, it's just... It's not something exciting. Anyway, Jaedolph does have a bunker at home, and drops a mule to repair the depot. Oh, actually, the bunker goes down. Oh no, it was reclaimed. Not reclaimed. What's the word? I keep forgetting the word for that. Disassembled. Discombobulated. Salvaged, yeah, salvaged. There we go. I like discombobulated. Deconstructed. Yeah, Tubes Muta! Woo! Woo! Tubes Muta! I was going to say that, but then I was like, nah, there's no way. It's just wishful thinking on my end. No, Napolcochon this time wants to use the Mutalisks to really catch Jaedolph by surprise. Napolcochon decided last game wasn't Muta enough. Yes, exactly, Kuro. Yay! Just show them the smile on my face, Kuro. I'm just here rubbing my hands like, hey, it's gonna be Mutalist, I'm with Muta. But you do have a fusion core on the way, so I'm assuming Jaedolph is going to be battle cruisers? Some early BC action? Yeah, there's a tech lab on the starport. Wait, how is Battlecruiser against Mutalisk? It's not the best if there are a lot of Mutalisks, right? I mean, Corruptors are really good against Battlecruisers, and Battlecruisers usually do well against Mutas, but not in greater numbers. Yeah, Kuro's answer is very simple. Ooh, Helion's coming in. Nice Helion drop. Killing 8 workers and getting away with most of the Helions alive. And the Helions, remember, the Helions are pretty good because they do well with in conjunction with the Battlecruiser. Because the Battlecruiser is the thing that's going to distract the Zerg and move all the Queens and Brutalists away, while the Helions sneak in and kill the workers. That's a lot of the times, that's the thing that really gets the killing blow when you go with Battlecruisers in DBZ. Battlecruisers themselves, they're just a big distraction. They're not really the thing that does the damage this early on in the game. Again, depending on how the Zerg group reacts to this. Alright, Jaedolph now sees the Mutas for the first time. Mutas scout the starport with the tech lab and the fusion core and parks themselves right over here. There's no evacuation. The SCVs are just behind. Jaedolph is waiting for that Battlecruiser, but it's going to be immediately surrounded by Mutalisks. And it pops out. Yeah, it does pretty well against Muta. Oh, it jumps away. Yeah, Jaedolph sending in the army here. Got the not the SCVs along with what's the Hellbats. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. like fire bats, but more hellish. Now, it's a bit deceptive. There's not a lot of army here. Most of this is SCVs and the battlecruiser. But the battlecruiser is being focused, and it doesn't have a way to escape this here place. It's going to go down. I don't think Napolcochon lost any workers here. And yeah, Jaedolph realizes this attack is failing. GG's out, and Napolcochon evens up the score. The Mutas, people. Yes. The sneaky 2-base Muta hits before the battlecruisers. Very nicely done there. I like the push by Jaedolph. I like that the reaction was like, alright, you have Mutas on my base, I'll just push forward, bring the battlecruiser as well. Yeah, Jaedolph is saying, rip, I didn't notice the spire. Yep. Let's see what the next map is going to be. It's going to be Jaedolph's choice. Cross your Ethernet cables. There still might be a best of 5 TVT today. And as you saw, it can go on for quite a while. Alright, Berlingrad is going to be our next map. No, not Singapore. US West, thank you. I need to get a coffee in the break. Yes. We are going to have a break before the final match, so don't worry about it. I mean, I'm also going to need that break as well to get some more water and everything. You know, hydrate your hydras, train your disruptors. Let's see if everybody is prepared to go all the way. Let's go. Ramen, unhappy. Doesn't want to face the Zerg. Ramen really wants to go against Jaedolph again. Which I don't know. It's a sneaky thing. Just because Ramen won 2-0 in the semifinal against Jaedolph doesn't mean that that's the way it's going to go in the final match. We definitely saw reverse sweeps in that situation. You know, once a player in the semifinal uses all of their tricks, now in the best of 5, the other player kind of learns about them. And they're like, all right, this is what you're doing, and I can counter that now. Yeah, seen it happen. Anyway, we are on Berlingrad, the map that represents Berlingrad, which is a city that doesn't exist. Yeah. In the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of France, the one-time MSO champion in the past, representing Team GDA, our Blue Zerg, currently sideways 1-1 in the series. Give it up for Napolcochon. And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Australia, representing Team Dadash, our Red Terran, also currently sideways 1-1 in the series. Give it up for Jaedolph. Why does the red on the command center look faded? You see, it's not the same shade as the one on the SCVs and the extractor there, the refinery. Looks like red that's been out in the sun for a while. It's more realistic, more gritty, less vivid. Yes, I know Vivid isn't playing here. It's Grandmaster. It's playing in Grand Platypus sometimes. See what I did there? Yeah. Vivid is also Zerg. Yeah, I know. I knew that. Kinda forgot that. I haven't casted Vivid in a long time. Ooh, Napolcochon. This time going with the 2-base Roach. Yeah. Unless I mean Hush. Hush. What? I've lost command of this conversation. Alright. Jaedolph doesn't quite go in, doesn't see the Roach Warren. It's very important for Napolcochon to delay this scout as long as possible. Tries to get a surround on this Reaper. Korean Protoss Hush renamed to Vivid and then to YB. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not the information fairy. I don't have all the information, group. Only you know these things. You and the information llama, the light VIP. Light VIP is the information llama, for those who don't know, because he spits little nuggets of truth in your face. In your face. Oh, hello, doggo. What did we call the doggo? Do you remember, group? Last week we found a name for one of the dogs. I think I even clipped it somewhere and I forgot. Alright, Napolcochon is ready with the Ravagers. Jaedolph taken quite by surprise. Gonna get supply blocked with this supply depots not finished. The lower ground is evacuated. Other than natural. Oh, this alien gonna get stuck here. Cannot escape. Yeah, Jaedolph is super supply blocked right now. Roaches and the Ravagers are still pretty high on health. They haven't taken a lot of damage. But maybe Napolcochon is overextending here. Still doing a lot of damage to the SCVs, which is great. Oh, another bite of down. Oh, the Bias are cleaning out these SCVs very nicely. 17 SCVs for 2 Roaches, 3 Ravagers. Oh. This is a very happy Zerg right now, but there is retaliation potential for Jaedolph. So Napolcochon still needs to be careful. Gonna get some queens at home and some more Roaches. Jaedolph just now returning to continue making those supply depots. Steam is finished, but I don't think there's like 1 unit, 4 units that can actually use Steam right now. There's 3 Marines and a Marauder. That not exactly a force projection enhancer right now, Steam. Jaedolph now sending out these Hellions. Doesn't quite get in there. I mean, there's a lot of Queens and Roaches. You know, Hellions don't do well against that at all. Basically just clean their Roaches from barnacles or something. They just give them a fire spa. Actually, Napolcochon is going to continue pushing forward, using the Queens to defend, while trying to do some damage on the other side of the map, maybe denying a third base from setting up. There is a Widowmine dug up down here. I don't know if Jaedolph and Napolcochon sees this. Does take a Widowmine shot, loses one of the Roaches. And there are Marauders. Well, Marauders. There are 2 Marauders. Oh, nice. Catches these Hellions in the corner here. It's very important that Napolcochon deals with these Hellions before they can sneak in and do damage. Oh, catches them with the Zerglings. Very nicely done. Yeah, Napolcochon is in a really good spot in this game. Now droning up super hard, 14 drones being made. And Napolcochon already way ahead in worker supply and army supply. Yeah, this is just looking very grim for Jaedolph, who is still kind of bunkering up at home, hoping to get something done. But look at the army supply right now. Jaedolph is just not making army. They're getting more production, but Napolcochon... Actually, Napolcochon isn't making a lot of... Napolcochon isn't really making army either. I just noticed. It was like on 20 army supply to 16. But the income advantage for Napolcochon is just so gigantic. And the Zerg do have the ability to just make a giant army all at once. You know, for Zerg to bank resources isn't as bad as for other races. As Spire as well, but I don't think it's going to even be necessary for Napolcochon. If Napolcochon just makes a lot of Zerglings and do you have Bane? Yeah, we do have Bane Mist, yeah. Make some Speed Banes, Zerglings, use them leftover roaches, and you're good. Just bust through the wall and you're good. I don't think Napolcochon even realizes just how far ahead in the game they are. Alright, Jaedolph gets the chance to actually set up a third base. He's slowly starting to catch up in worker supply. Napolcochon just not using the window of opportunity just yet, but you know, still way ahead, I think. Backing up a lot of gas and minerals. I'm guessing Napolcochon is just gonna make a hell ton of Mutalisks. Just a problem of Mutalisks right away. After they get some overloads, because apparently supply blocked, so can't make Mutalisks. Yeah. Alright, Jaedolph starting to build that army, actually getting ahead in army supply right now. Napolcochon, yeah, 10 Mutalisks in one go, just a problem. Oh, right at the start. Make a whole problem of Mutalisks in one fell swoop. Jaedolph, how many do we don't? We don't have any turrets. We have some Marines. We have one Viking, so not a lot of anti-air. A couple of Widow Mines. Yeah, Jaedolph is not prepared for Mutalisks, and the Mutas, they are a common 15, 16 Mutalisks. That is a problem that Jaedolph is not aware of, and they are going to come in all of them at once. Oh, actually, I think Jaedolph, yeah, the Viking catches some of the Mutas. So Jaedolph immediately starts turrets. Napolcochon needs to go with the Mutas right now. This is the best chance to get damage done. Maybe even delay the turrets from being made, at least here in the natural base. But there are Marines here. Napolcochon getting caught, getting funarad by the Viking there. So not quite getting a lot of damage with the Mutas, not as much as they expected. Jaedolph has the chance to get some more units out, to set up some defenses. Napolcochon is setting up a roll-by or bust on the third base of Jaedolph. Napolcochon is just using these Mutalisks to distract Jaedolph. What does Jaedolph have to defend at the natural? We got some tanks, some Widow Mines, we have a wall of supply depots. But Jaedolph is moving out! Jaedolph is moving out! Jaedolph is out of position! Napolcochon will be able to roll in. Yes, no? Oh, Napolcochon will just use this opportunity to surround the army. Look at this! Jaedolph is just in the middle of the map and Napolcochon is all around. Look at the minimap. If Napolcochon plays this right, the entire Terran army is going to be deaded here. Everything is unsieged. The tanks, the Widow Mines. Bendings are rolling into the Marines. Alright, there's still a lot of Marines left. 7 Mutalisks go down. So that's a lot of them. We're down to 17 Mutalisks right now. Napolcochon still has the better army right now. Bendings roll into the Marines. Decent connections there, despite the splits. And Jaedolph is out of siege tanks and Widow Mines. So it's only Marine and a couple of Marauders. Plus of a lot of Medivacs as well. Jaedolph, when you see, is the one bailing! Does get a good connection. Napolcochon manages to clean out the ground force. The Mutalisks are going to chase those Medivacs. They're not going to get away. Gonna lose a few more Mutalisks to the Marines, but they are going to be chased away. And Jaedolph is going to be on the back foot on this side of the map. It's going to be a bit chaotic, but yeah, Napolcochon sneaking in with the Mutalisks. I don't think there's much to defend in the natural. Okay, there are turrets. Oh, this is sparking right on top of the turrets. Not good. Not good. Does prevent Jaedolph from setting up a fourth base. Napolcochon is on 5 bases right now. More mutas being made. We are going to have a catastrophe of Mutalisks, maybe even an apocalypse of Mutalisks. Yes, we have 29. We have one more, just one more for an apocalypse. That's all we need. This catastrophe of Mutalisks is very scary. What are their upgrades? We have +1 flyer attack, +2 is on the way. Against the 2-2 of the Marines. So yeah, not the greatest in terms of upgrades. But I'm assuming Napolcochon would want to engage the Marines anyway with the Mutalisks, even having so many. Right, Napolcochon about to get maxed out. And it's going to be with Zerglings, and they're going to have adrenal glands and +3 melee attack. We do have an Ultralisk Cavern on the way as well. We just need a Hydralisk, and we're going to have all the Lisks. Go through the list of Lisks here for the Zerg. Can you have... how is this for a composition? Ultralisk, Mutalisk, and Hydralisk, right? Very gas-heavy composition, but very high DPS as well, very tanky. We can call it the Liskalisk. Huh? Yeah, I'm smart. It's going to have a good name. It's going to be a trash composition, but it's going to have a good name. I wonder if it... I mean, the main disadvantage that I see with that is that it's going to be super expensive. It's going to be very effective, I think, but very expensive. Alright, the paintings roll in here, but there's a great wall for Jaedolph, and this attack is not going to go well. The Roach is finally going to go down here. These are the same Roaches for the beginning of the game. They're finally going down. Mutas are fighting over the turrets. We're gonna lose quite a lot of them. We're down to 20 Mutalisks. And did Napolcochon just throw the advantage? Or it's just that's the transition? No, there's no transition. 10 more Mutalisks being made. Napolcochon doesn't want to quit the Mutalisks. Despite the Hydralisk then... Sorry, the Ultralisk then cavern finished. We only have one Ultralisk being made. Chitinous Spending is about to finish as well. I question that decision to make more mutas, but it seems like Jaedolph is just losing all of the ground army here anyway to the Banelings. So the whole debate between Ultras and mutas is kind of moot at this point. Get it? Eh? Dumb joke. Jaedolph does kill one of Napolcochon's bases. This muta is just preventing the 4th base from being actually utilized. Look at the income advantage graph, by the way. I just opened it up. it's blue. It's very blue. It has been blue for a long time. For the past 10 minutes, the income advantage has been heavily in favor of Napolcochon. Whoa. Alright, Moodle is finally getting some damage done here. Some SCVs are going to die for them. While Ultralisks are pushing into the 3rd base. Jaedolph finally going to be taken down here. There's not a lot of answer for the Mutas, for the Ultras, sorry. There are Widow Mines and some Marauders. But the damage is being done. 20 SCVs go down. There are now 91 workers to 56. And Napolcochon already has the army advantage, both in terms of numbers and in terms of upgrades and you know, tickability, if you will. Army diversification. If you, yes. Even getting some spellcasters now. We're gonna have infestors. They're still harassing that fourth base, delaying it from being taken. It's actually on fire. It's not repaired. Okay, no, it's repaired. I got worried there for a second. Alright, Oswald is pushing in again. Oh, they're gonna kill all the SCVs in one chomp. Oh, 26 SCVs go down. Did you see that? That was one chomp. Oh. Yeah, that Oswald is got like 10 kills. Just on these, just on the SCVs. Yeah, fungal on the Marines, and yeah, this is gonna be the end of this. GG, well played. And Napolcochon moves on to the grand finals against RAMEN. We are not going to have a TVT final. Kuro can rejoice and relax. Oh, I forgot the flags. GG! Ah, there we go. All right. I saw Kuro was typing in Discord to remind me about the flags. I was quick though. I was quick enough. All right. They're both complaining about the high ping, which is, yeah, it's rough on both players. TVZ is quite an intense, you know, micro challenge, if you will, for both players. Anyway, the Napolcochon moves on. We are going to take a short break before the final match, which is going to be a best of 5 between RAMEN and Napolcochon. RAMEN having 1 point advantage as the winner of the upper bracket semifinals. We'll take this time and show you some duct clips from times gone by. They are funny, entertaining, informative, and awesome. So stick around and watch them. Take this time to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, and drain your disruptors, and we will be back here in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere, because if you do, I will not forgive you. And we are back. So double check, and we can go in to our final match of today. It's gonna be a nice little TVZ. A little bummed. I'm a little, just a tiny bit bummed that we don't have a TVT final. Just so I can tease Kuro about it. So, look, I like the things that entertain me, okay? Hey, there's Lamyui. Hey, Lamyui. Why aren't you playing? What up? I was asking about you earlier. Alright, so we are on Curious Minds, everyone, for the final match of today's Master Swan Open. The number, yeah, I have to look, 65. That's 4 below 69. Nice. Nice, huh? Huh? This is how you say nice, huh? This will be the universal sign for nice. I think this is the best meme I've ever come up with. Kuro is sleeping. In the southeast corner of the map. All the way from the land of France. Representing Team GDA, the one-time MSO champion. Give it up for our red Zerg. It is Napolcochon. And in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Peru, give it up for our red Terran, currently up 1 in this best of 5 series, RAMEN. Otherwise known as RAMEN. I don't know why, but I find it funny. Alright. I'm going to go scout the the hatch first here, so nothing too crazy. Gonna get that natural base. Everything's fine. Still thinking about that concept of like having like a scenario tournament, right? Like when you have like using the replay recovery from replay, but with different players, you know. So like back in the day, I don't know if they still do it today, but they used to have chess scenarios in the newspaper where they like give you like a little chess scenario and you need to solve it um, as like a puzzle to win the game somehow. Um, so I kind of like do that, do different scenarios so you can first of all skip a lot of the early game nonsense and give players some like go straight into the action and get some really epic things and do like compositions that make no sense as well, you know like hydralisks and mutalisks and ultralisks like a liskalisk composition. uh yeah that was, I don't know, look, I'm trying to come up with ways to make interesting stuff in the scene, right? So we don't just see the same old thing. We can do like a show match thing, right? Like, right? I mean, it can be like a proper tournament because there's always going to be unbalanced. It's going to be up to us to balance the damn game, and it's just not. It's weird, but it could be like a show match thing, right? Oh, I'm frozen. No, no, no! This isn't Australia. It's US East. It should be. Oh, it's not me. it's Ramen. Oh no. Oh, Ramen is back. Yeah, was a bit of a lag there. Oh, it's coming in again. Yeah, Ramen is lagging pretty bad. Uh-oh. This is not good. Speaking of recovering from replay, we may have to do that. Yeah. We're gonna have 20 seconds. Yeah, it looks like Ramen is completely discombobulated here. Light, you need to fix Peru internet. Do something. Do something about it. Yeah, we restart from replay. It's not a big deal. As soon as Ramen comes back. Alright, there we go. Look, this happens. Replays. Why is it showing me? Okay, no, I had Oxide for some reason, and it was scroll down. Double check it's the right game. Disconnected from the party. I'm just trying to find where. Why don't I have the chance to recover? Yeah, we're still gonna have to wait for Ramen to reconnect. Looks like it's a complete disconnection here. Napolcochon is saying that "ramène-le" in French actually means get him back. Okay. Get him back. Group, why isn't it letting me Oh, not available while party members are offline. Okay, so because Ramen is, you know what, let's remove from party so we can, it doesn't get confused later on. So as soon as Ramen comes back, we can actually invite them. Well, I'm always afraid that if a party member is still in the party and then reconnects, then it's going to continue showing them as offline or disconnected from the party, despite the fact that they're coming back, and then you can invite them. It's you know, the interface kind of works like that. Well, take this time to hydrate your hydras, everyone. Make sure they're they're fully. I was about to say moistened, and then I was like, don't say that. But then I said it anyway, so you're welcome. You, Grandpa. Right, back in the day, moist was a we used moist all the time. We used moisturizer. We didn't use the moisturizer, actually. Oh, there's Ramen. Stop talking about nonsense and start recovering this thing. Still needs Brutalisk. Yeah, we can add Brutalisk to the thing. Alright, Ramen is here. Let's recover. Boop. I don't need to select who's the players, right? Well, the players, right? Yeah, so it does it automatically. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Ramen is apologizing for the connection. I'm saying no worries. It happens to everyone. Do we want to start right when the game ended, or do we want to take like 5 seconds back? Group. 10 seconds. Okay, so let's go back 10 seconds and start. It's gonna have a countdown anyway, right? So. Mm-hmm. All right. And we are recovering. So right now, the game is actually playing itself. It's a fun thing. I like that technology, where the game, like literally right now, the replay is playing the entire game, so that when the game continues, everything is just as it was at the mark that we told it to be. All right, group, it's all on you now. So. All right. Now remember, this is a 1-point advantage for Ramen right now. Ramen was pushing out with his aliens and the Reaper, and we have a Banshee along on the way for Ramen. Yeah, does catch a quick tumor here, but not going to be diving in too deep, and it's going to be Cloak Banshee as well. Napolcochon did not scout, is going with the Overlord right now, so is going to see the starport with the tech lab being used, pushing the Hellions and the Reaper away with the Queens. Napolcochon starts the lair, so should have detection, at least some, when the Banshees come. Actually, wait, there are no spores. Okay, there's one spore. There's like one spore. Wait, what are we zooming in on? The red tint? Yeah. We have red tinted. At least the Zerg is red here now, so it's not confusing. That drone didn't make a spore? Oh, cancelled? It was just standing there. Yeah, apparently there was a drone that was making a spore. So now Napolcochon is unaware, but they only have like 2 spores against the Banshees. Alright, Ducklings is coming into the natural base. Gonna munch on SCV, starting to do quite a lot of damage. RAMEN is busy on the other side of the map attacking. 12 SCVs will go down, and the Hellions will go down. This is rough. Oh boy. And the Steel Zergling is here, delaying that third base. And the Banshees are getting exposed and be delayed. GG's called Napolcochon. Evening up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1 already. Alright. It's going to be Ramen's choice of map. Let's move away from the replays. We don't need those right now. 2K. 2K atmospheres. Hold on, gotta drink some water. Alright, see if everybody's ready. Prepared. Let's get right on to game number 3 technically. It's game number 3. The first one was, you know, a technical game win victory thing. What's it? You know what I mean. Because things. What was I saying? Lost my train of thoughts there. I don't have dementia, do I? I mean, do I? Seriously, asking for a friend. The friend is me. I don't remember. Alright, everyone. Welcome to 2000 Atmospheres in Space. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Peru. Representing... Wait, we did... What was the name of that team? We had that, right? I'm scrolling back to the full name of it. Mamadissimos, yes, Mamadissimos. It is a Red Terran. Give it up for RAMEN. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of France, representing Team GDA, the one-time MSO champion of the past, it is a Blue Zerg, Napolcochon. Oh, is he coming out on the map? Is this a scout? Do you have a barracks at home? Don't have a nope, no proxies. is my dumb joke just not going to be spoken because RAMEN refuses to proxy things? Estimate my head. I'm estimating my head. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not a funny joke. I don't know what you're waiting. Proxy. Oh no, it's just a delay on the third. RAMEN is just going to be annoying. That drone is like, oh, there's an SCV here. Never mind. Stick, please. Yeah, look, it's my wishful thinking. It's my wishful thinking. I wasn't thinking, oh, the RAMEN is just checking out the third base. Going to delay it. No, I was thinking, proxy. Alright, Ripper comes in. Creates a bit of chaos. Nothing too crazy though. Oh, I'm gonna get a drone, but might lose the Reaper for that. Could be dangerous. No, actually it does lose the Reaper. Scouts the third base here, which is pretty nice. Let's see what RAMEN has in store for us. It's just a starport, nothing crazy. Not even Hellions yet. Oh, there's the switch to the reactor. Look at the Hellions. So yeah, so we can. What other scenarios can we do for our replay recovery tournament? Right? We could do the Liskalisk. We can do like Mass Oracle versus Mass Banshee. Huh? Yeah, Mass Oracle versus Mass Banshee. Yeah. They can shoot each other, just have to kill the other one as fast as possible. Right? Oh. The Reaper killed itself! Look at the units lost tab, Krupp! The Reaper killed itself with its own grenade! They're like, I'm gonna take as many of you with me as possible! That's like in Aliens, that scene in Aliens where they blow themselves up in the in one of the tunnels there to kill all the aliens with them. Hold on, I'm marking this marker. There we go. Where's my predictions? We don't have predictions for this tournament usually, I think, right? Alright. Hellbats are getting surrounded by the queens. They do take care of the zerglings, but the queens are pretty okay. They don't have a lot of energy for transfusions left, but it's enough to clean up this Terran force. I'm not quite getting the damage done here. This summoned mortar. Hashtag blame light. Hashtag ram nap? What are you talking about, Yago? Yeah, this is my confused face staring at chat, trying to figure out what Yago is trying to say. These zoomers, they're indecipherable. In DreamHack, they vote for players with hashtag. Okay. I got it. We don't need that. We can have like an actual thing, right? We can have actually prediction. That's because they integrate the predictions into their own graphics, right? Whoa! Wait a minute. What happened? Why did 8 drones just die? That's a Widow Mine. That was a Widow Mine drop in the main base of Napolcochon. There's a Widow Mine with 8 kills on it. Oh, and it's gonna get some zerglings as well. Very nicely done. Completely snuck up on us while we were distracted by the Yaku rumblings and my misunderstanding of what the hell is going on with these kids today. Alright, Steam is about quarter of the way done, third of the way done. Ramen is setting up the third base. Napolcochon is setting up the fourth. So Ramen is going to go with Marines and Widow Mines and a handful of Marauders as well. They have concussive shells, so they are going to be okay. There are some Hellbats left over as well from the early game, which is really good against the Zerglings that Napolcochon has, which is mostly what Napolcochon has. Zerglings and some Banelings, quite a lot of Banelings. If Ramen isn't careful, they can definitely lose all of this army just to the Banes. So we're gonna have to get some good splits. Gonna make sure the Widow Mines hit the Banes and that the Hellbats tank for the Marines. Napolcochon setting up a bit of a surround here, but it's kind of off creep. At least some of it. Wings are backing away. The Banelings roll in. Widow Mines take care of all the Banes at once. And Ramen still has enough left over to be a nuisance here. Widow Mines are being recharged. while the Marines are pushing forward. Want to catch some more drones here as they're trying to evacuate. And this third base is going to go down. Napolcochon backing away, getting supply block, losing all of these overlords. And these Zerglings that are about to pop out, are about to pop out surrounded by Marines. Napolcochon is timing it with the bending roll by. Not quite timing it perfectly. Oh! Widowmine's almost doing a lot of friendly fire damage. Napolcochon using single units to bait out the Widowmine shots to clear them out. But good splits by Ramen prevent the Banelings from actually cleaning out the Marine army here. And Ramen will back away, leaving up these Widowmines to do some damage as they can. Oh, they might get some queens here. And... Yep, they get a queen. 2 queens, actually. 3 queens! Nice, nicely done. It's pieces of queen floating into the air. Ramen circling around towards the 4th base, now 3rd base of Napolcochon. Gonna add a Liberator into it. Napolcochon getting lurkers, but it's gonna be a while before they are ready. Bens roll in forward, they catch some of the Widowmines on siege. I think Ramen doesn't have any Widowmines here. This is a good opportunity for Napolcochon. Okay, there's 1 Widowmine. And trying to bait it into the Widowmine actually doesn't go off, so it doesn't do a friendly fire. But the Banes roll in, they kill a lot of the Marines, but there's enough left over to mount a really good attack. Banelings do roll in as soon as they are morphed, and they get cleaned up. Whew. But Ramen keeps bringing more reinforcements in. The Liberator is still sieged up there. 2 more Liberators join the fight. Yeah. Ramen is going to be able to continue the push. Napolcochon is taking too much damage, and I don't see the recoverability. There are Hydralisks being made, so there's a potential to make some lurkers, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. Because even if Ramen is taken by surprise, there are still scans to be used. That said, Ramen is running out of ground army here. We're at a bit of a stalemate here at the 4th base. And Ramen just now building a 4th, not quite expanding while this is going on. Just sending more and more reinforcements out across the map. And this gives Napolcochon time to rebuild army. 10 Hydralisks being made. That's good anti-air against the Liberators. It's also a good DPS against the Marauders. Remember, they don't take extra damage from Marauders. Unlike Roaches, for instance. Hydralisk range is halfway done, not quite done yet. Ramen is being very, very careful, backing away as soon as the Banelings roll in, pushing forward, trying to do as much damage as they can between the waves. Trying to bait the Zerg into the liberation zones, but now with the Hydralisks, they can take care of the Liberators. Banelings roll into the Marine Marauder army, but yeah, that's actually cleaned up. Ramen is going for a run-by on the side. This is the creep here, decides to just clear it up and go for a drop into the main. And this is unscouted and not ready for. Napolcochon will be taken unawares. This is a small force, but it's enough to do some economic damage here, keeping Napolcochon way behind. Ramen now double the worker supply, more than double the worker supply of Napolcochon. And double the army supply. Yeah! Ramen is in a great position here. Despite the fact that Napolcochon was able to push Ramen's force away, just the economical and army advantage of Ramen is great. I didn't notice this. I just noticed that, but Ramen is just now catching up in upgrades. Ramen was way behind in upgrades. But the numbers, puppy, the numbers are just too good for Ramen. Going to the lurkers here. Doesn't know about them. Did he kill a lot of Bioforce before they are discovered? But that was it. And now that Ramen knows that the lurkers are here in play, scans are going to be available for this. And yeah, that was the one trick that Napolcochon had. Now, the lurkers don't have the lurker upgrades, any of them, just yet. So they can't dig up and dig down really quick. Oh, they're gonna go right into the Terran army here, but there's a scans. It's not gonna really work. They dig in just under the liberation zones. And yeah, that used to be a Zerg army. It is no more a Zerg army. And Ramen just has way too much on this side of the map. Just push on forward, I think. Ramen doesn't know about it, but yeah, you just move into this and it'll be fine. Just steam. Okay, Medivac gets sniped down. Ramen doesn't want to throw the advantage. Time. Push forward with some of the units, trying to bait Napolcochon into the tank range while destroying all the lurkers. All the lurkers are down. It's just Hydralisks from now on. And yeah, GG is called. And Ramen will be on match point to win this final match, the grind final of the tournament. Yeah, this is Ramen. This is their first time playing with us, right? Do we live? So this will be a Royal Roader if Ramen takes this next game. You have another Royal Roader in our midst, and another proud Peruvian player to add to the collection. Let's see what the next map is going to be. It's going to be Napolcochon's choice. It is going to be Hardwire, the map for hardwired people who wire hard. I'm gonna have Game Hard for people who game hard on Hardwire, which is hardly wired. Get it? Because there aren't any wires to be seen there. It's hardly wired, as opposed to that map. What's the map that in the last map pool that had all the wires in it? Keep forgetting the name. What players already? Double check. Let's go. The one that was the company logo, the company motto. Beckett Industries, yeah, Beckett Industries. Remember, it had all these wires and pipes going all over the place. So that was a wired map, and Hardwire is hardly wired. You understand the logic of my jokes. They are funny. And speaking of funny, we are on Hardwire. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Peru, on match point to win this entire tournament. Our red Terran representing. I have to scroll back. I forgot already. Where was it? Where was it? I'll find it. Don't worry. Take your time. Not in a rush. Mamadissimos. Yes, it is Ramen. Eventually, I will remember it on my own. Don't worry. It takes time, but I can do it. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of France, already has one championship under their belt, representing Team GGA. Our blue Zerg is, in fact, Napolcochon. Alright, we go pool first. Not pool first, I hatch first. It's the other one. That's what I meant. You don't have to type, Kuro. I fixed my. I fixed myself. I corrected myself. What? What are you saying? Kuro is saying something. 16 squads on Seki is typing. ... Did you notice that when you type it says 16 squads on Seki is typing ... Which incidentally is what you type a lot. Speaking of names, have you... Alright, I need to do the Kuro voice. Speaking of names, have you ever heard about it's Napolcochon and... Okay, my face is in the way, I can't read that. It's Napolcochon and not Napolcochon. Napolcochon, not Napolcochon. Is it Napolcochon? It is Napolco... I've been reading it wrong the whole time. Napolcochon. Why? Listen, the brain sees what it wants to see. I don't know why, because I usually, especially with names this like complicated, I usually take it, you know, I very meticulously try to figure out how it's written and how it's said, but this is not the first time it's happened to me, by the way, where, you know, the name of something, the name of some player, I've been saying it wrong for a long time and I just didn't notice. Yeah, it's Napolcochon, not Napolcochon. Although to be fair, when I do the French accent, it kind of blends in anyway. So I've been saying it right the whole time. I was just saying it with an accent. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. All right, we have a layer coming up for Napolcochon, a tech lab from RAMEN. So I'm assuming it's going to be another Banshee. It's set up next to the starport there for a switch. There we go. I'm saying no, Raven. I'm gonna switch it up. It's gonna be Raven. And oh, no, that doesn't have enough gas. Yeah. And nope, it's Banshee and Cloak. Never mind. Look, I tried to predict something and it didn't happen. Blaming me. Hashtag blame Steelmold. Hashtag don't blame Steelmold. Hashtag blame Yaku. He's at fault. Alright. Do you know, Kuro, do you know why Yaku is always at fault? Because he's the fall guy. That's an inside joke in our clan, it's fine. Kuro is shaking is SMHing your head. She's expected. Ooh, we have a spire. Napolcochon has aspirations. See, I said it right this time. I caught myself. Napolcochon. Napolcochon. It's a Napolcochon. Alright. Ramen trying to push in with some Hellions. There are only a couple of queens to defend. The important thing is for Ramen to get in there and scout the spire. Or at least scan for it. Do something. How's Napolcochon's detection? Napolcochon is getting spores. So gonna have some something to detect. There is an Overseer as well. So the Cloak Banshee shouldn't be doing too much damage. Although there are only 4 queens. So it's gonna be a matter of positioning here. I'm assuming Ramen is going to try and do some multi-prong here with the Banshees and the Hellions. Yeah, the Hellions are going to try and get into the 3rd base, while the Banshees is going to the natural. Going to just distract the Queens. Yeah, the Queens are out of position to deal with the Banshees. There is a Spore here, and the Practice is right on top of the Spore. Trying to find a position here. Oh, one Banshee will go down. Ramen being a little too stingy with the movements of the Banshees. They're actually both going to go down, and I think they only killed... Yeah, they didn't kill any drones. Both these Banshees were just killed by that Spore for nothing. At all. Yeah, that Ramen must feel really bad about this, because they were microing it. They were like Ramen was microing those banshees really hard, and yet they still didn't manage to kill anything. That's a shame. All right, Mutalisks managed to get one of the add-ons here. They're keeping the Marines away. Napolcochon not attacking with the Zergling Cloud though, because there is a wall. Napolcochon was trying to circle to the third base here in case it was set down. More Mutalisks are joining the fight here. How many died actually? Oh, Napolcochon didn't lose any Mutalisks yet, which is encouraging for our Zerg player. Alright, there's the Baning Net for the bust. Researching Baning Speed. I'll find a way to bust that wall. And then with the Bioterran, which is on the way. We got Marines and Tanks. This is the composition which Ramen is going for. No, we have an added factory now. Yeah, Muta's just keeping Ramen inside these bases. Oh, one of them going to get caught. So one Mutalisk does go down. Napolcochon a little late with the expansion there, just now getting the fourth base. Maybe Napolcochon was expecting to be a little more aggressive around this time. Oh, look at this. Napolcochon setting up a trap for the third base. Gonna use the Mutalisks to try and draw the army away, maybe? No, actually, Napolcochon is sending all the Banings and Zerlings back home. Just using the Mutas to harass here. The natural base of Ramen. No, it does get the gas, which is nice. It's a nice catch. 6 more Mutalisks being made. Napolcochon doubling down on the Mutas. Almost lost. Only lost 1 Mutalisk so far. This is encouraging for the Zerg player, I think. Oh, the Banes roll right into the Marines. Didn't kill a lot of them though, despite the fact that they weren't split. Mutas so far killed 5 SCVs, which is nice. Whoa, look at the warrior count. Oh, I didn't notice that. Napolcochon way ahead. Yeah, and Napolcochon is all over the place in terms of positioning. I think trying to find a way to get into that third base. Rolling with some Banes. They connect mostly with Marines. Not a lot of SCVs go down there. But the Marines are out of position in the natural. The Mutalisks and the Zerglings and the Banes are all going to roll into the natural, surround the tank, and just jump into the mineral line with the Banes and the Mutas. Oh, 17, 23 SCVs go down, 25 SCVs go down, and there are Banelings left for good measure. Ramen using this opportunity to push forward, not coming back home to defend. Gonna have to do a lot of damage on this side of the map to even up the score. Ramen about to lose the natural base. Disinvite shot, gonna take some damage on these overlords, but they are going to escape before they go down. It's very important for Napolcochon not to get supply blocked here, because all of this defense of the Zerg is reliant on just making a lot of units at home. The Mutas have come back. The Widowmine is not quite in position to deal with them. Wow, Napolcochon only lost 3 Mutalisks this entire game. That is really good control, and they've been active all throughout this time. That is pretty good. GG is called. Napolcochon giving us the ace match. That's right, we have ourselves an ace match. Very nicely done. Woo! We had a proper best of 5 match here. Berlingrad is going to be the final map of today's Master Swan Open. Actually, did we see all the maps today? Oh, we didn't see Glittering Ashes. So the map bingo will not be completed today, I'm afraid. Since we didn't have Glittering Ashes to cast. We have all collectively lost nothing because, yeah, if you finish the map bingo, you win nothing, and if you fail to finish the map bingo, you lose nothing. It's a really, really good game in that respect. Okay, both players are ready. Let's get right on to it. Get the flag. I'm getting the flags ready. I'm also crossing my Ethernet cables that RAMEN proxies, so I can tell my dumb joke. All right, everyone. Welcome to Berlingrad. Berlingrad, the map that is named after Berlin and Grad. In the southeast corner of the map, currently 2-2 sideways. In this match, the final match of today's Master Swan Open, the number 65, which is 4 times below 69. That's right, our Red Terran, representing Mamadisios. Where did it go? I almost remembered it. Mamadissimos. And the land of Peru. Give it up for RAMEN. And in the northwest corner of the map, also sideways 2 and 2 in this series, representing Team GDA and the land of France. The one-time MSO champion in the past, our blue Zerg, is in fact Napolcochon. So we're either going to have a 2-time champion here today, or a Royal Roader, a brand new champion. This is exciting. I still don't remember what we called the doggo. I gave the doggo a name, right? What was it? I think I clipped it. I think we have a clip of that somewhere. I'm gonna have to do some research, because I don't remember. Anyway, gonna have a quick 2-base roach here from Napolcochon. So it's not RAMEN is going to have the proxy here. So okay, Sakura. So the joke is, if RAMEN proxies, then they're going for a quick game, right? And then instant RAMEN. Hence why they're gonna be ready in 3.5 minutes to 5 minutes. Like instant RAMEN. That's how long you get the connection usually. There's all in the package. So anyway, that was the joke. That's what you were missing out on, Goro. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you are proud of me, Yaku. Yeah, Yaku actually got the joke. He did get the joke. This is yeah, that wasn't worth it. Anyway, we're gonna get flirted with here. Good control by RAMEN, so not going to be losing it. One Zergling is gonna be. Wait, why is the units lost tab say it's 49 minerals lost? Ah, because the Zergling is actually worth 25, and there was a cancel. Okay, never mind. I got it. For a second, I forgot that we get 2 Zerglings for 50 minerals. Anyway, while all this was going on, Napolcochon managed to sneak around with the roaches. No Ravagers though, so no biles to be used, which might be a mistake here. Because the biles, they do have a good range. They have the ability to zone out your enemy. push them away. Also, a bit of AoE effect. As it is, the roaches are kind of bunched up. They're taking extra damage from these Hellions. The Napolcochon is using this opportunity to actually make turn them into Ravagers so they can heal up, get healed up. But the Saran with the SCVs will kill them, and they are cleaned up. 11 SCVs dead for a handful of roaches and some Ravagers. Not bad at all for Napolcochon, but doesn't quite end the game right here. Ramen is still in a decent position. I did lose some mining time, having to pull the SCVs away, which is a bit of a shame. But I suppose Ramen can now just fix these Hellions and send them onto the other side of the map with the potential to do damage. Oh, I didn't notice. We're going full-on mech here. Getting Blue Flame. Oh, Blue Flame is actually cancelled. And we are going with Magfield Acceleration instead. Yeah. I'm guessing Ramen is thinking Napolcochon is going to double down on the roaches. And, you know, Cyclones with Magfield Acceleration. Much better against roaches than Hellions with Blue Flame. Right? So the Hellions are going to be used to harass. They didn't even get repaired. They were so valiant in the defense that they don't even get repaired. Their paint is all scratched and faded. Alright, Napolcochon getting some more gases, finally. So we're going to see some taking up. +1 range is on the way. We do have the Zerglings coming in as well. So it's going to be Zerglings and Roaches. Which is enough to defend against this small number of aliens. But once this blue flame comes in, the Zerglings basically come... is this a wall? This is not a wall. This is not a wall. Is this a wall? This is not... I don't think it's a wall. This may not be a wall. It's weird, but I think there's a gap there. No? Yes? Okay. Maybe okay? I don't know. It's frightening. Okay. So Napolcochon sees the wall here. Scouts the bases of Ramen, sees that Ramen is still on 2 bases. Gonna get a 4th base, starting to set up. Get a lair finally. And take away. I'm assuming, yeah, did Napolcochon see the production? Yeah, so Napolcochon knows that this is a full-on mech here. I'm not sure if Ramen saw that there's Cyclones though. I don't know if they actually killed any of the overlords there. Alright, Bending Nest on the way for Napolcochon, which doesn't trade the best against mech, but sometimes you see that it works. Now Napolcochon has to defend against the Blue Flames and the Cyclones with Magfield Accelerator. Oh, getting the lock-on the Zergling is a bit of a waste of the lock-on, but you know, any unit you can get from free and from far away is good. Napolcochon gunning for the surround, or at least for the counter-attack. Catch Ramen's forces unawares, but the Blue Flame is just too much. The Zerglings, they just become so obsolete against Blue Flame. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Jaedolph, this has been a close series. And now we're up on the ace match, and it's still pretty damn close. Look at the supply. Look at the supply. Exactly the supply, the same supply. It's yeah. I do like Ramen's position here though with those Cyclones and Hellions. The light mech, otherwise known as McLaren, otherwise known as Ferrari mech. Very nice, does well against the roaches because of the lock-ons and being able to push away. Focus on trying to do something with the Banes, trying to catch this. Oh, but the Banes are actually going to get cleaned out of here. Oh, Ramen sending up units to suicide on top of those Banes, clean them up. And just going to be kiting for days. What does the trade look like? Yeah, trade is starting to go heavily in favor of Ramen. The thing is Napolcochon going to be able to get enough of a defense to be able to retaliate? Because Natural Ramen isn't really doing economical damage. It's just good trades in terms of army supply. Zerglings are surrounding the Cyclones. There aren't a lot of Hellions. There's one Hellion left here, and this is it. Napolcochon managed to find an opportunity to kill all of Ramen's army. And this is a mech army. It takes a while to rebuild. Napolcochon in a position to just harass these third and fourth bases of Ramen, preventing them from being set up. And now we're on the other side of the map where Ramen is on the defensive. There's not a lot of anti-air here. that orbital is pretty safe. There's one Bile in this army. There's one Ravager. Yeah, losing that army there for Ramen was very good job by Napolcochon trying to get that opportunity. Now getting a surround, but there are Blue Flame Hellions. He's gonna kill those Zerglings pretty quickly. There are a lot of SCVs here ready to repair as well. They were evacuated from the third base. And now the Zerg army gets cleaned up entirely. And yeah. No idea. They're sort of... Well, they're not even because Napolcochon still has the much better worker advantage and can rebuild the army much faster than Ramen. If Ramen doesn't understand that Napolcochon already has an army coming, this could go very badly. Hellions rolling into the fifth base of Napolcochon. Sees the army coming. Doesn't really have much to do other than try and get as many workers as possible. But loses a lot of these Hellions, and now look at the army supply. Ramen barely has anything to defend. Napolcochon going into the fourth base of Ramen should be able to push this away pretty easily. While Hive is on the way, Napolcochon free to take up. Files coming from the sky. Yeah, it looks like Ramen doesn't have much to defend here. The tanks are being sniped. There is a tank on the high ground. And Napolcochon doesn't really need to overextend here. I'm gonna go for the supply depots, try and supply block Ramen. Which is pretty good, because Ramen won't be able to max up, while Napolcochon will be able to max away in the near future. Zerglings coming into the third base. Getting a bit of damage done, getting a few SCVs, but they're really getting cleaned up. The main army kills the tank. Yeah, the Napolcochon does too much. It's gonna be GG here pretty soon. It looks like... Yeah, maybe I'm calling it too soon. There's still tanks on the high ground here. Ramen is losing more and more SCVs, now back to 2 bases. Maybe once the Thors come out, there's going to be enough beef in this army to push Napolcochon away, but Napolcochon is free to just get more bases, 28 more roaches being made. Napolcochon just going to max out on roaches and A-move into the Terran here, using the bias to kill that command center. Yeah, Napolcochon taking the very safe route, taking as much time as possible, even using borrowed banes here to prevent the base from setting down. The Vipers are on the way. Yeah, I'm misimaging my head in real life. This is... Ramen is pretty dead this game. Whether they know it or not, Napolcochon just has way too much. Here comes the main army, Bias on top of the tank, the Thors go down. This is all that Ramen has. It's going to be GG any second now. Getting the flags ready. We don't have a Royal Rotor. We do have Ramen coming in at second place, which is a really good start for your first appearance in the tournament. Being a runner-up, GG is called, and Napolcochon is going to be the 2 times MSO champion. GG! Yeah! Flags! Flags, 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 flags all the way. Woo! Woo! Very nicely done. Good job by Napolcochon. Finally getting that second championship, proving once again that Napolcochon is properly a master. Good play by RAMEN. This was very close. This was a pretty close series. Very nicely done. Ooh. Ooh. Once again, Master Swan Open. We have a low turnout, but still have phenomenal series A throughout the tournament. What time is it? It's 4 p.m. So we've been casting. Yeah, we managed to get a 4-hour tournament, almost a 4-hour tournament. Very nicely done. Thank you, TVT, for for filling up the time. Yes. So that'll be all from us for today. I have been your host, Steelmold. Still stick around after the outro. Don't just go now, because we are going to raid some other StarCraft 2 related tournament. And as we saw today, it is very much appreciated by the people who give love to. So let's share it. I'm your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in, so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And you can find me on twitch.tv/steelmold. That is twitch.tv/steelmold, where I sometimes stream. At least I'm streaming Dune, the original Dune game that came out in 1992. That's almost 30 years ago. It's a pretty cool game. I really like it. It's kind of a bit of granddaddy of grand uncle, if you will, of real-time strategy. The game that is old as Kuro. Yes, the game which is old as Kuro. For those who don't know, the Dune franchise was the original RTS franchise before Warcraft. Yeah. So Dune 2 is considered the father of all RTS, and Dune 1 is considered the weird uncle of RTS, because it's a bit of a role-play game with RTS elements. It's pretty cool. I like it. Thank you for our predictor for today /observer/streamer. It is Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki, otherwise as Group, hero of the wasteland and savior of esports. It is Group. You can find her on @16th Squad S on Twitter for news about our clan. Also follow our clan Twitter, CranKy Ducklings, for news and stuff. Join our Discord. !Patreon will send you to your Patreon page if you want to help us buy time. Hey, Jaedolph subbed with that. Wait a minute, no, that's not a prize. That's just a sub. Hey. So we owe you one quack. Quack. There you go. The more months of subscription you have, the more quacks you get. Thank you very much for that. What am I forgetting? Oh, our next tournament, our next cast is going to be... Where's my calendar? I did not open the calendar. It's actually going to be on Sunday, because tomorrow we have ANZ Champs. ANZ Champs is it's going to be streamed on ESL Australia. I highly recommend catching that. Our very own Light VIP is going to be casting there. It's a very fun tournament. It's one of the best. Actually, it's the best production of StarCraft 2 tournament that we have right now. My favorite. Yeah, and Oreo and Starduck are playing, our very own Oreo and Starduck, our Ducklings. So come and check us out. Come and do this. Also, since we're going to miss it by a day, happy birthday to Eric and Phoenix Tears, who have their birthdays tomorrow on the 20th. Happy birthday. I don't have... Where's my birthday hat? I did have a wizard hat here, but oh, it's buried. It's buried under the welding mask. Don't ask. So yeah, happy birthday. Yom Sameach. Yeah. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for watching. We always love to have an audience here. Thank you all for playing. Some great games here today. we shall see you next week for me next week for SDO. I finally something. This is a I won't show you the thing because it has my address on it, but this is for picking up a package that's been coming for a long time. So finally, something that I'll be planning to do on stream is going to be ready for next week. So it's a little bit of a surprise. No spoilers. Yeah, have a great weekend. Play the game. Enjoy the game. Get good and prosper. Goodbye.